finally found the end zone in the second quarter.
They hand it off to the fullback / tight end, and he powers in. Touchdown, Indiana.
The Canes, scoreless at the half, started rolling.
Fletcher breaks free. Mark Fletcher in the front race.
Their star running back racing 57 yards to get Miami on the board, receiving a stamp of approval from his mom in the stands. Needing a big play to retake control, the Hoosiers dialed one up.
Blocked! Indiana blocks the punt and falls on it for a touchdown!
But Miami quarterback Carson Beck led his team right back down the field.
Fletcher walks in. Miami touchdown.
Then, under the watchful eye of head coach Kirk Cignetti, it was his Heisman winner's turn.
Mendoza weaves his way first and goes diving toward the end zone. Touchdown! That's where he won the Heisman Trophy.
A championship run for the ages.
Let me tell you, we won the national championship at Indiana University. It can be done.
It can be done. Indiana pulled the upset, like a lot of people are basically saying. But Shada, I'm coming to you first, man. What was the key to Indiana winning their first college football national championship?
Man, I don't know what the key was, but I do know when that old boy got hit in the mouth when that dirty ass play, old boy come up on him, I knew the game was over. I knew they were going to harp on that all game, and it was going to come down to the nitty bitty. It was a good game. I am presently impressed with Miami's roster. Their running back remind me of freaking Derrick Henry, the way he run. But it was a good game. Miami punched back, and so did Indiana. And it was all came down to who could execute and stop whoever. So I think we all kind of said that in the podcast last week. But I just think Mendoza just had too much moxie for the Hurricanes in the end. That's the only thing.
Okay, what about you, Tim Dow? What was the key, in your opinion, to Indiana winning their first college national championship?
I mean, statistically, Miami's offensive players outshined Indiana's. Even Carson Beck had more passing yards than Mendoza, but it just came down to missed tackles, the execution on the play. I mean, Carson Beck, if it wasn't for that interception, that would have been a touchdown. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, but he was just so tired from scrambling and trying to do something to get the Hurricanes back. So, I mean, that was a damn good game, boy, because Miami did come back when they were down. And Mendoza with that scrambling touchdown, that's what set it off. It was a fourth down too. They had him in the back.
Yep.
Just didn't happen.
I think it was 4th and 7. I think it started at 3rd and 1. Started at 3rd and 1. Then it was a moving offensive.
No, it wouldn't have been. It was a sack.
Pushed them back. But then Farrell, same question, man. What was the key to Indiana winning their first college football national championship against the Miami Hurricanes?
Miami's missed field goal. Miami's missed field goal took the wind out of their sails. Then they had
forgot about that.
They had a couple of missed
PIs
with that stupid, you guys, please enlighten me. What is it with college punts where they move to the left or right before they punt the ball? Why can't they just sit there, get the ball, take a couple steps, and kick it? Why are we running to the right or left?
Because it's supposed to throw the gunners and them off from picking off certain players on your team.
Well, guess what? It threw the punter off because the bitch got it blocked and the shit went in the end zone. So, with that being said, I guess it didn't work out well, did it? Didn't throw anybody off, but
that happened because one guy blew his assignment. He missed the block.
So that's my point, Tim Dog. You're moving when you should have sit your ass still.
No,
so what I'm saying is, with that blocked field goal, and that's 10 points off the board. Well, 9 points off the board.
True.
Including the extra point. So with that being said, now you're playing from behind in the half, whatever the case is. The game is good. It was tic-tac fouls and penalties everywhere. But I would say that Miami was not disciplined in their penalties
defense.
Again. Right.
So you said that's what's going to get them.
Well, we said that. We said that they was not disciplined like they were against No, not Ole Miss. The team before. The one that got him into the playoffs, basically.
I know you're talking about.
Texas
It's
A&M. If they
Yeah.
had played
Texas
Texas,
A&M, yeah.
if they would have played the way they played Texas A&M, the way they played then, we would not be talking about Indiana right now. And I'm not saying Indiana didn't play good ball, because that damn that running back Black, man, that dude can run. And I saw another
So can Fletcher.
85 Bears move. They gave it to the fullback down there and let him get a touchdown, but it was Black that got him down there. And they didn't give it to him to get the touchdown. He didn't get a touchdown all night because they kept giving it to everybody else but him. And that's one of the reasons I don't like Indiana, because it don't seem like they give Black his just due.
Well, Farrell, I'm
Well,
glad you
Black,
say that.
he just got stopped on a run, and that line stopped him. And not only that,
Man,
remember
did
the
you not
first
see
half.
how he
Hold
was
on,
running the ball.
man, he got 79 yards compared to Fletcher's 112.
Well,
Me- me-
you got to think 70-something yards was on one run. He had 20
Yeah.
yards prior to that. We're not even
Yeah, he
talking
did
about
have
a
a
long
good game.
run. Huh?
So,
Right.
so,
He did have a good game.
so
yeah,
let-
so when you look at it, they was running the ball evenly. Fletcher just got a horseshoe and took off. I mean, come on.
So let me ask you this, Farrell, then, because like you say that the running back they didn't key in on him. You know, he got him down there, but they went to the fullback and let him
Yeah.
score or whatnot.
Yeah.
So did Indiana outcoach Miami in the national championship because of the fact that
Mhm.
y'all keying in on him? So we're not gonna give it to him. Let's give it to the fullback. No, they're not paying this guy no attention. Let's give it to him. So was Miami outcoached?
Hell yeah.
In
I
certain
mean,
instances,
see,
I say yes.
yeah.
I would say, I mean, both teams did dumb shit. Like,
But
I
Indiana,
would say
to
they was outcoached.
that question,
I would say that they executed their plays better.
right?
Okay.
That's a good one.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a good way to.
Like
would
I
say
said,
they
we said
executed their
that
plays better.
execution
Right. And once again,
and missed tackles.
Right. I mean, this is the last game. You know, this is Bain's last game. It's Mizador's last game. It's Mendoza's last game. It's up to who's going to execute better. And Indiana did.
Yeah, they did execute better. Go ahead.
They did.
Go ahead, Tim.
No,
Yes.
I'm just thinking about the receiving. Your boy Cooper, he got 5 receptions for 71 yards, and then with Tony, he got 10 receptions for 122, and that's it. You had the running back and the receivers really playing the game because everybody else was pretty much shut down.
Yeah,
And then on
everybody
the
else.
defense,
both
even the
defenses
tackles.
was tough as hell.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The first half was all defense, and if Miami hadn't missed that field goal, that right, like you said, Farrell, that
Yeah.
was the turning point right there as far as their mentality and how they, how they
I
were
mean, think
feeling.
about it. Like you
Yeah.
said, you get the field goal and you don't do
Mhm.
that stupid punt block thing. That's 7 points Indiana doesn't have because that was a defensive play.
Yep.
Offensively, Miami had won the game.
Yeah.
thing is,
Statistically,
I get out of
Miami
this too,
won the
that I'm hearing
game.
from all of you.
Let me ask you
Good.
this question then, Shada, before you get, because they already gave their turning point, because that was my next question. Hopefully you have a different play that you saw that was the turning point. But what was the turning point of the game?
For me, I thought it was that that first touchdown, because they freaking the way he got in there, it kind of deflated their defensive line. It's like, okay, they just, because they stopped them on the first 2 plays. And then that third one is almost like they guessed wrong.
Yeah.
And he got in there. And I think for most of the game, Miami, like you said, we all said it was little things here and there. I just think, like back to Pharaoh said, the execution on Indiana's side was a little bit crisper than Miami's. And the fact that the Heisman Trophy, they had the Heisman Trophy winner, and he performed like a Heisman Trophy winner. So I really didn't have any complaints about the game from that aspect. You know what I'm saying? I think it was a great game. Right now, I think the problem that college football is looking at now is I don't know how many players are going to go into the draft, but I know there's a bunch of quarterbacks out there looking at Miami and like, okay, I need to go there because they already have the people around me to make me successful.
Mhm.
So I think that's what Miami in itself put themselves back on the map to get good, strong recruits to come to that school.
Yeah, and that, go ahead, Farrell.
I would say, let me add 2 more things. when Mendoza threw to that tight end and on number 24, because 24 was getting his ass chewed up all night. I'm telling you. And when he was catching
that was
those
the
balls
freshman.
that most people were dropping, that was amazing.
Yeah,
Wayne,
yeah.
yeah.
Those
It was
supposed to
amazing.
drop
Yeah.
balls. He was catching. I'm telling you, most anybody else was going to drop them balls, but he caught both of those plays, and that kept those drives alive, especially that long play, that one long
Yeah,
drive. So
especially that long
it is.
drive, and I want to call that a back shoulder pass because I think he was just throwing it short, and my man was just
Yeah.
stopping at the right damn
That's what I'm
time.
trying. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like,
Exactly
it
what
was,
He
it is.
adjusted
it
to
was
the
more
ball.
luck than skill, but he
Yeah,
didn't drop it though.
he didn't drop it. And Farrell just made a great point, Tim Dahl. What did Indiana do better than anyone expected? What with those plays like that, you expecting that tight end to catch those
I got one
balls
more
like
to
that
that too.
because more than likely they're probably going to drop it. But what else did they do that you didn't expect them to do to help them win this their first national championship?
Shut out Miami in the first half.
Yeah, I didn't expect that either. I didn't expect Miami to not have a touchdown.
But they got one touchdown taken away from them on a penalty. So, but still, they got shut out.
But that comes
I'm
back to what
going
we
to
said
say-
earlier about the penalties
Mhm.
killing.
Yep.
I'm going to say.
So we just all just putting the strings in every direction, meeting right in the middle.
But except for this one, they had the 12th man in Miami for Indiana. That was a
Yeah.
lot of Indiana people there, man. They were
And
louder
I was
than
going
the
to say that
Miami
too.
folks.
I was going to say that, Farrell, because
Nobody wanted to get deported. They were
when I
afraid of
looked-
ICE.
when I looked at the stadium, man, I said, "Damn, this shit mighty red." I was like,
Yeah,
"A crimson
it
red." I
was
was
a
like,
lot of-
"Shit."
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
It
said
was the
country
color of your
red.
sweater, man.
Yeah.
Goodness, man.
Country
God,
red,
dog,
man.
Hey, look, you notice how they had your damn orange leader there. They ain't gonna say nothing about him the whole broadcast. They know better than
They
that. crap.
boo. They said
And Farrell, I was
Who
going
we
to.
talking about?
Felon
Trump.
47, Donald
Felon
Trump.
47. He was there.
He was there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was there. They didn't
Oh, I
even
didn't
announce
see
it. The announcers didn't even
yeah.
talk about it.
They
Yeah,
showed up
yeah.
for like 2 seconds and then that was it.
Yeah, he got booed.
Yeah,
And Farrell, that's
thank
another
God.
reason why.
Shit.
And Farrell, that's another reason why y'all lost too. And I believe he jinxed. Every place Donald Trump touches, the shit gets fucked up. He fucked up my Eagles. Now he done
Hey.
fucked with the Canes. And then I saw somebody with the Trump hat on. They had the Trump with the U, the Miami U with Trump spelled
Oh
out.
man, that's
you heard,
blasphemy.
you heard,
That's
and you heard what he
blasphemy.
said about
Hope they go
John
bald,
Harbaugh.
goddammit.
He said he
Yeah.
put a word in for John Harbaugh to get that job.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
gonna
But
get
we'll
fired.
talk about that a little later, though. We're gonna talk about that a little later.
Hey, but you guys
But-
realize that the Big Ten won the last 3 championships. That's what's
Yep.
crazy.
Yeah.
Michigan
Yeah,
And then
Michigan
Ohio
did.
State.
Ohio
last year.
State.
and then Ohio State.
Yeah.
Me ask you this, Farrell, and before we switch subjects. Did Miami underestimate Indiana, in your opinion?
No, I don't think they underestimated him. Like I told you, I believe they went in there. They had a game plan. They overextended themselves on some of them plays, but Indiana just executed their game plan better. Because if they overestimated them, it would have been a bigger blowout than what Indiana gave them. But you got to look at it. They had Indiana was 8.5 point favorites. They held them within the 8.5 points, so they didn't get a chance to cover the spread. So I think they did a fair job on a team that was supposed to be a juggernaut that they was coming in to face at number 10, facing number 1.
Yeah.
So any other team, I think, would have went in there, they would have got blown the hell out by Indiana. But I think Miami played their game. It's just Indiana, like I said, with the penalties on Miami and Indiana executing their plays better, especially with a couple of those lucky long plays and stuff. And of course, everybody's gonna talk about Mendoza's run, to seal the game at the end. At the end.
That was.
But I give it to Mendoza. That was a tough run because he was getting blasted.
Yeah. He was getting blasted.
So I give it to him.
Yeah.
And
I'm glad he held on to that ball.
for his mom to say, for his mom to be and dad to be upset that Miami didn't pick him. I don't think he would have flourished with Miami the way he
No,
did
he
with
wouldn't have.
Indiana.
Yeah.
He wouldn't.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It took him to go somewhere else for him to be the player that they want him to be.
Mhm.
And
Exactly.
I believe. Plus, what? That's his he's like 5th year senior or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So
He
so I
can't
don't
play for
think
anyone
He's
else.
a brainiac.
Yeah, so I think he went to where he needed to go. 'Cause I think that's what he transfer to Indiana, so
Yes.
he didn't even get there. So it is what it is. Everybody's path different. So
Yeah, everybody passes
His
different.
dad, that was all about his dad, man. They were trying to put his dad in there because mom was in there with multiple sclerosis. So they tried to make that story
Make
just
a
like
sympathy
his
story.
dad
she
going
played
NFL.
for Miami though.
I don't like
Yeah,
that. Don't
yeah.
use that though. It's a game.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
yeah. And Cuz just said his brother just transferred to Georgia Tech. And, you know, it's one of those games that you see and you want to see a great game. And like Tim Dog say, for me, I think when Miami getting the first half, it kind of threw them in a monkey wrench. And then, of course, we talked about this before last week, the home field advantage. And like you say, Farrell, it looked like it was an Indiana home game. If you look at it on television.
I told you Mark Cuban's gonna buy them tickets up for them folks.
Yeah, I think so,
Sure
man.
did. He was there too.
Yeah, and it's just one of those
Listen,
situations.
I'm telling you, Cats was not going to that game because Ice was out there hanging around.
I don't know if Ice was out there hanging around, but me ask you this, Farrell. Me ask you this, I meant to say, I'm
Ice, baby.
Shada, you brought it up. You brought it up about the great play that Mendoza made, that run, you know, if it's 4th and 7, you know, hey, I guess they was rolling the dice to make that play. But did Mendoza prove that he should be the number 1 draft pick this 2026 NFL draft?
Hell no, there's nobody.
Did
in
he
this
prove?
draft that
Yes, he proved he could be the number 1
pick some
draft pick.
defensive players.
But it depends on whoever needs. The only reason we're talking about him going number 1 because we know what the Raiders need a quarterback.
Yeah.
He's the best choice.
Yeah.
Outside of that, if the NFL there wasn't that going to start for running backs, he wouldn't be in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
What about you? How you feel about that, Tim Dog?
Yeah, he proved that he could be number 1.
Sleep.
And I don't know.
You don't know because this draft.
I mean, he proved that he can do the job. But
okay.
It depends on what team he goes to. If he goes to a team desperately in search of a quarterback, that's going to be a disservice because they're going to flood him with information. Just going to, probably rattle his brain, put him, unless they have a nice offensive line. But we don't know because Geno sucked and so did Oakland. But anyway, I mean, the Raiders, Vegas.
Yeah. But
if he goes to a team but if he goes to who? Like Arizona, someplace, I would say, he would definitely fit because
he's going to the Raiders.
Yeah. The Raiders going to pick him. Yeah, the Raiders going to pick him with the number. Yeah,
he already said it. They're going to pick him.
He's not going to do well with the Raiders.
And I hear what you're saying, Tim Dog and Farrell. I hope you hear it as well. But now you got I think my man was on Gentry with the number 2 pick last year. Now you got the number 1 pick. If you do pick Mendoza, now you got those 2 people, two young stallions that you could actually build upon. Then you could go try to work on your offensive line to protect those guys. So do you see Mendoza being a good fit if the Raiders decide to take him with the number 1 overall pick this NFL draft?
Listen, my man Caleb Williams is a better quarterback coming out, and he went to Chicago.
Yeah.
Dan Moore was a better quarterback.
Did you say Caleb Williams?
Did
he just say Caleb Williams?
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard me.
I said that for you, Shada. I said that for you. But out of all the Drake May was that part of that class. There's better quarterbacks that hasn't been successful than Mendoza. I'm not saying he can't be. Hopefully he's like Dan Marino coming out of Pittsburgh. Nobody really heard of him until he get down to Miami and he does what he does. He's going to have something phenomenal about him that will make the Raiders, contention. Especially with the 3
The Raiders are only picking him because he's the number 1 pick. They don't got nobody for him to throw to.
Well, that's my point. Like in today's NFL, it's not like yesteryear that we're used to seeing.
Exactly. True.
So what are we going? What is the Raiders going to do different that they haven't done already? And I believe when they got rid of the linebacker coach from New York Giants, what's his name again?
Oh man,
Pierce?
I know he's up. No, yeah,
Pierce.
Yeah, he's the head coach.
Pierce.
Yeah,
and he went to
When they
the
got
Raiders
rid of
and they
Pierce,
fired him.
I believe that's when the Raiders really screwed up because Pierce had them on the roll.
Yeah,
And then they got rid of him.
And he made
for
him.
some odd
Didn't they make
reason.
it to the playoffs with what's his name?
He-
He's not
They
there.
had Carr.
They got rid of him because
Yeah,
he
Derek
instills
Carr. There you
discipline
go.
in the
Yeah,
team. He
so
don't
that's
play
my
no
point.
games.
Mhm.
I think they really screwed Antonio Pierce up because he could have been like a D'Amico Ryans. He could have
Yeah.
had that
Yes, he
defense
could.
going where it's going. You just didn't get him in the opportunity. So I think the
Facts.
Raiders are on an uphill battle, regardless of who the fuck they pick.
Yeah, it's just one of them situations that, you know, Mendoza, yeah, like you say, Shawty, he's a Heisman Trophy winner. He shows why he won the Heisman. You know, he played great ball. But like I said earlier, the Raiders do have the number one pick. We'll see if he goes number one or not, because this year quarterback class, if you ask me, is suspect. Shawty, am I wrong?
Trash.
This year is the suspect for the
No.
quarterbacks
You're
coming
not
out this
wrong,
year?
man. On the street. You are
Trash.
not wrong at all. You are not wrong.
Trash.
This is a weak draft
Yes, I
class.
can really
for
read
Trash.
that field.
It's terrible.
I guess we all agreement on that one, man. But
Hey,
then,
I
man,
pick
Oh,
defense,
Jesus.
a few running backs. I picked mostly defense coming out of this year because the quarterback couldn't throw against it. I don't care what level of football you were in this season, man. Division 1, 2, 3, high school. I don't give a shit. They all suck, man.
yeah, Tim, I'm gonna give you the final word, man.
Trash.
Ditto.
But
Okay, there it is, man. And we all know that if your quarterback is not great or they call him great and they don't show up, you will get fired. Especially if you're supposed to be going to the goddamn Super Bowl this year.
Breaking news in the CBS Sports HQ, the Buffalo Bills are firing head coach Sean McDermott. That's the latest from our NFL insider, Jonathan Jones. It closes the books on McDermott's 9 years in Buffalo, where he went 98-50, but was unable to get the Bills to a Super Bowl. The Bills are coming off of that heartbreaking OT loss to the Broncos in the divisional round of the playoffs. JJ also reporting that GM Brandon Beane will be retained. So as we take a look at that NFL head coaching carousel, 2 jobs have been filled. Another one has now entered the chat in the Bills with the firing of Sean McDermott. So the silly season certainly is just now beginning to heat up in the NFL.
We're gonna talk about the hiring here a little bit later. It has been 4. So as of that video, two other coaches has been hired. So we're gonna talk about that as well.
Robert Saleh, Mike McDaniel, John Harbaugh, and Kevin Stefanski.
Hold on. Didn't we just say we're going to talk
We're
about
gonna
that
talk
later?
about yeah.
I'm just putting the names about it. That's all.
I
Get
got
your
you.
mind
I
right.
got
That's
I
'cause
got
his
you.
ass
So,
wearing
Tim
that
Dog.
Lions damn
So-
hat.
Yeah, Tim Dog, man. How shocked were you when you heard that the Buffalo Bills had fired Sean McDermott?
I was very shocked because they didn't do that to Marv Levy. So
But Mark Levy took him to full Super Bowl, even though he didn't
And he
win.
lost.
he didn't win none
Yeah,
and
yeah.
win none. So
Right.
what's the difference?
Okay.
I mean, to me, he's the one that turned the team around. He was the one that drafted Allen. So my thing
put
is,
that team
Allen
together.
that's his team. And just because they got shorthanded every couple of years, injury, and I mean, you can't just throw away a coach like that. And if I was Baltimore, I'd pick him up.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Tim Dog. But Farrell, Joe said he called it last week that if they didn't win, he was
did.
on the chopping block.
Yeah,
so
he
were you
did.
shocked? So were you shocked when you heard that Buffalo Bills had fired Sean McDermott?
I wouldn't say I was shocked. I would say it took a long time for them to do it because everybody else was getting fired the next day. So, but with them saying that, I was like, I kind of figured that because they didn't have anybody. They went as far as they could with 2 people on the team. I think they only had another Pro Bowler, if I'm not mistaken, other than Josh Allen. And the other 2 receivers didn't really show up. The defense was giving up the draws. That's why Denver stayed in the game. And it's like, what's going on? So you fired the coach, like I said, like Tim Dog said, you fired the coach, but the team was the one that didn't play well.
Yeah, yeah.
And they had injuries, barring injuries. It's like, draft some more people. So I think Sean McDermott actually got a raw deal. Out of all the coaches that got fired.
I hope he goes to Baltimore.
The only caveat I would say on Farrell, they did have the best offensive line this year. They may not have the best wide receiving core, but they did have the best offensive line in the NFL this year.
Hey, so you protected me to throw the hoop.
Oh.
Well, Well, can I say one more thing
You
before I
know
come to you,
what
Shada? One more thing before I say to you, Shada, before I come to you, Shada. They did have Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs, they ran him out of town.
Yeah, they did.
No,
So,
Now
so,
he
so
now he with the Patriots.
now he's with the Patriots. So you get what you what they say, adding by subtraction, and what happened now. Now Stephon Diggs is basically trying to one game away from the Super Bowl. So
Yep.
Shada, were you shocked? Were you shocked just like everybody else seemed to be shocked that the Buffalo Bills got rid of Sean McDermott? Or some people like Joe say if they didn't win, I think some of y'all said it as well. If he didn't win, he was going to get fired. So your thoughts on
I
that?
was
on that
not
situation?
shocked, but I was it was shocking to me because of his record and what he has done with that team that they fired him. That's the shocking
Yeah, but
part.
he was like 98 and 50 something or something like that. I think they said in the video.
The man,
Yeah.
I don't
Hey, he was
think
above
he's-
500.
Yeah,
I don't think has he had a losing season since he's been in Buffalo?
I think
Yeah,
his first year. I think his
I wouldn't
first
say
2
losing,
years. It
But
wasn't.
he's
It
been
was
consistent.
spectacular.
But Buffalo has been consistent in the playoffs since he's gotten the head coaching job, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So my thing
They
is,
made the postseason quite often.
yeah.
but facts. But the fact of the matter is, what did I say last year when I started this podcast and this year I started podcast? I told y'all the Buffalo Bills are exactly who they are. They're gonna go ahead and lay an egg when the daggone game's on the line, and they're gonna do it well. And I told y'all that. And I picked the Broncos because I don't trust Buffalo. Listen, McDermott is a great coach. What they want to do is they're trying to look for some way to justify Josh Allen losing a Super Bowl. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to paint a narrative out there that McDermott then they're going to do enough to give Josh what he needs. But my thing is, look at the last couple of years of the Bills. They've given away all their star players. You think You think Matt Milano is going to be enough on defense to stop all that going on over there? Matt Milano has been off all season, injured and chipped up. You let go Stephon Diggs. You let go all these you don't. James Cook has been leading the NFL in running, and you go away from him, dude. This is the same stuff that happened to Buffalo is what happened to Russell Wilson and the Seahawks. They were trying to make Josh Allen the star of the game, and they lost. Period.
Yeah, it's just one of those situations, man. You know, and it cost McDermott his job as well. So Tim Dog, you already said it, man. Why would you think that he would be a good fit? That's not the question that I had, but since you already said that you want him to go to Buffalo, why would he be a good? I mean, why would he be a good fit for Baltimore? My mistake, in your opinion.
Because even though he may not have won the Super Bowl, he's still a winning coach. 98-50. Regular season record. 8 out of 9 season makes the playoff. He ended a 17-year playoff drought his first season and had 7 consecutive seasons with 10+ wins. So, I mean, just because, you don't get the best grade doesn't mean you don't still fight hard, because one day you will get it. And I guess Buffalo, who knows, maybe some internal feuding, fighting, or maybe like Shada said, getting rid of star players that you shouldn't have. But we don't know why he got rid of them. Some of them maybe attitude, but he's still a good coach. He drafted Josh Allen, molded Josh Allen, and made him a franchise player. He made him a home name. So he knows how to work with certain players on the team. And Baltimore, they have characters. So they used to winning. They used to a coach with authoritarianism, and Sean McDermott would be perfect.
Yeah, and Farrell, coming to you, man. Tim Dog say Sean McDermott would be a good fit in Baltimore. They had a winning coach as well that they got rid of. Mm-hmm. So basically, they're getting the same coach all over again, who can't get their star quarterback to get to the championship game. So you just switch one coach that can't get their star quarterback that say doesn't have anybody to another quarterback who they say folds under pressure. So you just change one head coach for the same head coach that you just fired. Does that make sense, or I'm just tripping?
Well, I didn't say he'd be a good fit in Baltimore, but
But I'm talking about what Tim Dog said.
yeah,
what Tim Dog
is
said.
saying, I'm guessing what Tim Dog is saying. You had an MVP. Well, you was given an MVP award to your quarterback.
Yeah.
You're now having the 2-time MVP quarterback. You possibly can get him a third MVP because he's more dynamic than Josh Allen.
Yeah.
And with that being said, he has a better support cast as well. Especially, he likes to run the ball, and you got Derrick Henry. I think John Harbaugh, he got away from running the ball.
Okay.
You know, and you know, there's a couple of things. The defense got a little soft under John Harbaugh, and I believe McDermott can get that defense back to what we normally used to seeing. So,
Michael Orr, he helped that
mind,
defense.
I think a fresh mind getting into Baltimore would be a good thing.
Yeah. So, but if you had to pick, what would be a good fit for him besides Baltimore?
Hey, Washington. Washington.
Are they looking for a coach?
I don't think
Dan Quinn,
McDermott's going to go to Washington or any East Coast team. I think he's going to go to Arizona.
I don't care about you, Shada. He asked me where I think he would fit, and I'm telling you that Dan Quinn, you cool, but
this is the cries of a desperate man. That's all that is.
Hey, you're right, man. It's been 33 years. You goddamn right.
Ooh.
I'm tired of VHS, man. I'm tired of watching them games on VHS.
Yeah, YouTube shit. You watch it on YouTube.
Hey,
I hear you,
YouTube even look like VHS.
Beta.
What about you, Shada, man? What team would be a good fit for Sean McDermott?
I personally don't care as long as he don't come to Tampa. Because we don't want him down here. You know what I'm saying? I want Bowles gone, but the pick that I had for Tampa was Harbaugh, and he signed it with daggone the damn Giants. But McDermott, I see him daggone coaching the Arizona Cardinals team or one of those daggone red, you know, them teams that have more of the other color people that like them more than us. So I just don't think – I think Washington and Baltimore, that's basically the same thing. He ain't moving to the hood. That dude's been in the suburbs all his life. He ain't going to the hood.
You know, in another situation,
I don't think he'd be a good fit in Arizona, because who the hell wants a little Mighty Mouse running around the goddamn field? He needs somebody bigger than that.
And I think
they got the money. Quarterback and and
I think they're gonna go. I think they're gonna go. I think they're gonna go away from Mighty Mouse too. You know, because of the fact that him and the ownership, even though they signed that big contract, they having a lot of issues out there with him playing. Well, playing video games, and they say he's not. You know, I'm just going by what they say. He's not really into the playbooks the way that he's supposed to be into the playbooks. But like Joe said that McDermott been to the playoffs 6 years, like you said, Tim Dahl straight, and hasn't won a Super Bowl, much less an AFC championship yet. So, I can understand. You get me to the dance. You drive me to the dance, but you don't get to dance with the pretty girl. You know how you take the pretty girl and she just goes someplace up with another guy? That's Sean McDermott. Because right now, that's how he seems to
midnight comes too early.
Comes too early. Every goddamn year. Todd Monken is he's leaving out of Baltimore to follow Harbaugh to the Giants. They will have a whole new look next year. You know what I'm saying? Be careful what you ask for. Be careful what you ask for, Tim Dog.
Sorry for Scatterboo.
Yeah, and Shada, you brought it up earlier, man. And a lot of coaches has been hired, a lot have been fired, and some of these coaches has been hired.
Well, breaking news out of the NFL on Saturday night, where the Atlanta Falcons are finalizing a deal to make Kevin Stefanski their next head coach. Stefanski was a two-time NFL Coach of the Year in Cleveland, but was fired after this season after going 8-26 the last 2 years. He's replacing Raheem Morris in Atlanta, who went 16-18 in 2 years as the Falcons coach. This is the first big move for new president of football, Matt Ryan.
Which news in the NFL, the Dolphins expected to hire Packers defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley as their head coach. That's the latest from our Matt Zenitz. Hafley reuniting with new Dolphins GM John Eric Sullivan, who recently came over from Green Bay. Hafley replacing Mike McDaniel, who was fired after 4 seasons in Miami. He does have head coaching experience in college, was the head coach at Boston College, but had a losing record over 4 years, then went back to the NFL and did a good job with the Packers over the last two.
Harbaugh has chosen his suitor. He was fired, if you remember, by the Ravens not too long ago, on January 6th, just after the new year, following Baltimore's season-ending loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was the winningest coach in franchise history, going 180, 113 in that record there over 18 seasons. And don't forget that Super Bowl in 2013, named Coach of the Year in 2019. But when it comes to the Giants and where he's going now, take a look at it. It has been yuck. The past 2 seasons, of course, Brian Daboll was the head coach during that time. Weeks 1 through 16, just 4 wins. And then weeks 17 through 18, 3-1. Of course, the silver lining there kind of helped with the draft position. The reason why we've seen some of that young talent there in terms of the future. So we'll see how that pans out the rest of the way.
The Titans are finalizing a deal to make Robert Saleh their new head coach. Saleh was the defensive coordinator in San Francisco this past season. He was 20-36 as head coach of the Jets from 2021 to 2024. He was fired 5 games into his 4th season in New York, looking to get it right in Nashville.
Those are the coaches that has been hired. I know you said McDaniel, but I think he's the new offensive coordinator down there in San Diego. So, yeah, he's the new offensive coordinator. But we're going to start with Kevin Stefanski, first shotter. Will Kevin Stefanski be a good fit with the Atlanta Falcons?
No.
Boy, he was waiting for that question, boy.
No.
Yeah, why not?
Question first.
Okay. First of all, what has he done to say that we should get him as a coach in Atlanta? I mean, I figured if you're going to hire a coach, you want to upgrade and get something better. What's the upgrade? Yeah. What's the upgrade with Stefanski? He won Coach of the Year twice that nobody knew about? I mean, come on, man. You're going from Shedeur Sanders and a harem of quarterbacks to Michael Penix and
another young quarterback. Another young quarterback.
Another young black quarterback who just came off an injury. Yeah. And you know Atlanta is brother capital. And they've been starving for so long, bro. They're not going to let Stefanski come in there and make Atlanta any worse than Atlanta is. And that's all I see what's going on. Atlanta is not a crowd where you get in there as a coach and you just be like, oh, we're going to do this. Nah, them cats is going to let you know you need to leave. It's a terrible hire for Atlanta, period. I don't know what Arthur Blank and them thinking, but they need to read the room.
Well, it's not just Arthur Blank. Matt Ryan, the new operator, general manager, he the one that also made that decision as well.
Matty Ice.
So, yeah. So Farrell,
that's
man,
what you're gonna go with Matty Ice. How many Super Bowls and how many playoffs did Matty Ice won?
Well, they was in the Super Bowl. They just couldn't pull it off. Farrell. So what are your thoughts on Stefanski hired down in Atlanta?
Man, I was shocked. It's like, what are you thinking? You saw what he did in Cleveland. The Giants didn't want him. If the Giants didn't want him, then why the hell are you taking him? So, good luck, Atlanta. I know Washington is playing Atlanta in Washington this year. That's a W for us. So, fuck it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying there, but no, Stefanski, a 2-time Coach of the Year, and just like Shada said, we saw what he did with a young Shedeur Sanders. Now you got a Michael Penix coming off an injury, another young black quarterback that you got to try to lead. Try to lead a team that shows some spite down the road. What they went 7-9 or 8-9, 8-9. On the mark, under Morris to close out the year. And then you get rid of him. Now you bring in a coach that I think he said with 8-26 over his last 2 years. I don't understand it. Maybe you do. Your thoughts?
Yeah. He's a 2-time Coach of the Year for a reason. And remember, when he took over Cleveland, his first season, he went to the playoffs, and they haven't been in the playoffs in 10 years. So during the span that he was there, he had a good record, but it's just the last couple seasons where Cleveland started going downhill with their quarterback situation. So just like everyone, well, they have been a couple seasons, 4 or 5 seasons, but That's why they keep drafting the wrong one. But they have one now and that seems motivated and would want to do something. But to me, it just shows that, hey, they know he has potential of doing something good because look what he did with Cleveland. His reputation.
Yeah, ran him in the ground this last couple of years. But I understand what you're saying, Tim. Though they want the Kevin Stefanski that was the coach of the year. Right. They don't want that coach that didn't know what the hell what to start. And I like what Joe said. Baker Mayfield. Now, if Baker Mayfield is talking shit about you, you know something wrong. Baker Mayfield got Stefanski's name all through the mud. How he do QBs, and that's one of the issues that we saw with how he handled the situation with Shador and Dylan Gabriel. You know what I'm saying?
He had 6 quarterbacks he fucked over.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Now he's going down there with another young quarterback and an old quarterback that wants to get the hell up out of Atlanta. So I think it was a bad decision. But hey, Arthur Blank got that money to do what the fuck he want to do. And like you say, Matt Ryan, as his first move with the Falcons, hey, I'm gonna give him an F. I don't know. I'm gonna give him an F right now. But
but hopefully Stefanski, he'll learn his lesson as far as what people talk about. He listened to what's going in his ear. But you never know. But you do have a young quarterback who's impressionable, and Matt Ryan being a quarterback himself, hopefully they can communicate and have a good relationship if Matt Ryan feels as though Penix is the quarterback that they gonna keep.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say like Shawty say, Atlanta is drooling for a goddamn championship. If the fans gonna do the right goddamn thing, they're gonna run his ass up out of there. He's gonna be doing the dirty bird quickly.
Right. If he doesn't do it. I'm not saying he's doing it. I'm just giving an explanation of why.
No, I'm just saying
all that money.
I'm just saying if you don't do a great job, they gonna run his ass up out of there. Bro, all the strippers gonna be out of all the strippers from Magic City is gonna be out there chasing his ass.
New York has no patience.
2 seasons max.
Yeah, 2 seasons max. Bro. Shit, he might get one like what's my man at in Vegas?
Pete Carroll.
Carroll might just get one.
And Carroll was coming to the stadium in a wheelchair. I don't know that shit.
Shout out. Go get jacked off of some Geritol, walking around the field chewing gum real quick, caffeine gum.
Right. Shout out, you heard what the Dolphins did. They hired their head coach. Did the Dolphins take a step back by hiring Jeff Hafley as their new head coach? And I was like, who the hell is Jeff Hafley? That's the first thing I said. So they did take a step back.
And he has to, because I don't know this guy. I mean, whatever the hell, I haven't heard his name on nothing. Did anybody hear anything about when Micah Parsons got there? I didn't even know he was that on the defensive. Hafley. Who the hell is this? Hafley's and McCoy's? No, we don't. I don't know who this dude is. He's gonna come down here in Miami. Bro, Miami's angry right now after the Stargone National Championship, and you're going to come down here and lay an egg after old boy did this. I'm telling you right now, it is not the place to go. These daggone immigrants down here, we ain't with that.
Yeah, Farrell, man. When I heard they say they hired Jeff Hafley, I'm like, Jeff Hafley? Who the hell is that? They say the defensive coordinator for the Packers.
Coordinator for the Packers. Yeah.
I'm like, was he the defensive? Then at the end of the piece, they say he went to college, but he had a losing season in college.
At Boston College.
And I'm saying to myself, y'all repeating, y'all doing the same thing that I said that the Baltimore Ravens, if they was to get McDermott, y'all repeating the same cycle. So, Farrell, did the Dolphins take a step back by hiring Jeff Hafley as their new head coach?
They're gonna be what was the year they went 1-15? Bill Callahan, what was his name? Bill Callahan.
Bill Callahan.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be.
Don't do that.
Because I don't know this dude. I ain't know I ain't know Callahan that guy, and I don't know this dude. So
yeah, they took a step back.
Most of us know our teams and teams. Coaches and stuff. I don't know this guy. Like Shada said, 1-15.
We don't want him.
I don't mean that on him, but 1-15.
Yeah. I hate to see my brother-in-law cry.
As soon as he gets down there, they're going to deport him right back.
I hate to see my brother-in-law cry, but I think he's going to be doing a lot of crying.
Timmy. 1-15.
Tim, dog, your thoughts with this coach hiring by the Miami Dolphins, man? Was it a good draft? But they did take a step back. in your opinion?
No, I
Hey,
won't
Joe,
say they took.
Tim Dog on Mr.
somebody-
Positive.
Hold on,
You all
hold
positive.
on.
Oh, Mr. Positive. Go ahead, Mr.
Yeah,
Positive.
no,
Give us some
please.
positive
Oh,
words,
wait.
man.
He has to be positive since he got Stefanski. He got to be
Yeah,
positive.
he got to do something. He got to do something.
Yeah, that is true, though.
Hey,
They're giving somebody new a chance. I understand that. Now I agree with you.
No,
on that,
no,
Joe.
okay.
I agree with you on that, Joe.
So why didn't
Hold on,
Atlanta
hold-
pick Halfley up there?
I don't know why the fuck they pick him up, but I'm gonna tell you
I hope he
one
don't wear sketches.
I don't
Be out
know
there
why.
like that going Joel Embiid
But-
out there sliding around in some sketches.
Yeah.
Go
No,
ahead, Tim
but the
Dog.
thing is, Ben Johnson, he's a first-time coach in the NFL. Look what he's doing with Chicago. Mike
Man,
Vrabel.
the only Ben Johnson
But
we know.
hold
The only
on.
Ben Johnson we know is the
Did I
track and field
interrupt
Ben
you?
Johnson. I don't know this dude.
Let him get it out.
Now you know a head coach Ben Johnson that's going what? That's going what? All right. Well, and nobody know. I mean, you never knew Ben Johnson, Mike Vrabel, and there's other coaches that's
I knew all them cats.
first time. So,
Fuck
but the
that.
thing is,
Track and field.
but the thing is, somebody has to speak up for him, and somebody on Green Bay
Yes, pray for
probably
him.
said
Pray for
something.
him.
You know, just said, "Hey, I think he would be a good coach." But you know what's that quarterback coach that haven't been looked at yet? That's offensive coordinator.
He probably black.
No.
Yeah, he's black.
Yeah, he played for Jacksonville. We said his name already.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
For Tampa Bay. We said
Yeah.
his name already.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's a damn shame.
Where's Eric Bieniemy at?
Well, he just got hired back. They just hired him back for the offense coordinator for the Chiefs. He just got rehired by the Chiefs.
But that's my point.
We all know what kind of game it
is.
is. Yeah,
Yeah.
we all know what kind of game this is. You know, some people have to work 4 or 5 times harder just to get recognized, where other people just have to know
Leftwich has
someone.
already proved that he could do what he needed.
Oh yeah.
And you know, and like Joe said, and I understand what you're saying, Tim Dog, is that at least it's a new face that given a chance, because coaching is a recycle. And like Farrell, you just said, Brian Leftwich deserved a chance to become a head coach. Eric Bieniemy deserved a chance to become a head coach. These guys deserve a chance, and somebody needs to take a chance, like the Dolphins. But I hate to say the Dolphins are going to have a 1-15 season, like Farrell just say. Hey, for me, I think it's
Timmy.
But see, then but then again, this all could backfire, because
it could.
Now you'll see the owner saying, you know what, I'm tired of getting these coaches that somebody know don't have the experience in NFL. I want experienced coaches.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's a good system,
I
but
just
that's
want
the
to know,
only
do
system
owners
we
watch
have.
the games like we do?
No, they listening to people tell them what to do so that they can get their job. That's what happens.
But we will see.
Come on.
I want to know what
The only one is Jerry Jones. Yeah, Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
He the only one.
We will see if the Dolphins take a step back, or they're 1-15, or they might go 16-1. Hey, you never know. But Farrell, he's coming to the NFC East with Jim Harbaugh, John Harbaugh, make the Giants relevant again in the NFC East.
With $20 million a year, he better do something. That's $100 million head coach. Like, come on, brother. You hadn't even what? He only went to the Super Bowl once, right?
Yeah.
Twice. No,
Once.
that was the other
No, it
dude.
was once.
that
Yeah,
went.
that's only one
that's the other
time.
dude.
So he hasn't done anything more than Mike Tomlin, you know. But like
But
$20 million.
you have
a
to
year
look at
do
the
what?
fact that he's in the NFC East. Nobody in the NFC
Yeah.
East ain't did nothing either as a coach.
What do you mean? The last one to win is the Giants. And I'm gonna tell you like this: if John Harbaugh's there, they might get a black quarterback finally. That I will say that.
He's gonna stick with Dark.
Well, no, Dart, he's that quarterback, and might not stick with Russell Wilson.
We say Jackson Dart's a quarterback. He keep running the way he does. He's not going to be in the league too long.
That's because Scadaboo's got injured.
Oh
No,
no, they bring an old boy with him, so there's
Dart
no
been
more
getting
running.
Dart keep running and getting knocked the hell out. He's not a Josh Allen. He's not a Cam Newton. You know what I'm saying? He's not a big dude. You're going to get knocked the hell out.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. And my situation is this, and before I come to you, shot at. A lot of people saying that he's going to make the Giants relevant again. But you come to the NFC East, man. The NFC East is one of the hardest divisions to play in. And like they say, until this year, this has been the first year in 20 years that the Eagles, you had a repeat division champ. So for me, him coming to the NFC East, he's going to earn their $20 million because they don't take each other. They don't take each other lightly because it's a rivalry. If you look at the whole, it's a rivalry between every damn game between those teams. So a lot of people saying, yeah, John Harbaugh is going to come. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. But like we said earlier, Shada, yeah, you could coach, but the players on the field make the plays. So do you think that John Harbaugh will make the New York Giants relevant again in the NFC East?
I think he will.
Okay.
I think he is extremely dangerous in the NFC East. And if them damn Candyland dwellers and daggone freaking Eagles over there with their talons, broken talons, you know what I'm saying? If they don't pay attention, he gonna run right through y'all. And them daggone Commanders, let me tell you something. Let that damn boy come out there running around there on John Harbaugh defense and see if he don't daggone get right back on injury reserve. Man. I don't know what Pharaoh talking about. He's seen John Harbaugh's work. Don't front. You done seen that man work. Don't get crazy. You know that's daggone a problem for the NFC East. You know that.
When John Harbaugh was with the Baltimore Ravens and they used to play those preseason games, they were evenly matched damn games, man.
Did you say preseason games?
I understand what you're saying, Shada. But Farrell brought up a good point there, Tim Dog, when he said that when Baltimore was on top, Baltimore had a great defense. And for the last couple of years, their defense was slacking. So Shada is saying that New York Giants are going to be more relevant because John Harbaugh is going to bring that defense back. Do you see that situation happening there? Do you see that situation happening, Tim Dog, in the NFC East?
My thing is, who's going to be his defensive coordinator? That's the person that.
Isn't he bringing the same dude? Or that's the offensive coordinator?
Yeah, it's the offensive coordinator.
Okay.
And if he brings him, so I mean, ever since Todd Monken this first year, I mean, the stats of Lamar, not this first since last year, Lamar's stats as far as him scrambling, as far as the type of plays they're running, even Derrick Henry have plummeted. So if this idea that Scatterboo and Dart maybe or Jameis Winston are going to go out there and do all these things that they used to do, no, I don't think so. Because I don't know why, but John Harbaugh, he chose the least aggressive offensive coordinator that he's ever had. He had what? Greg Roman. Oh, we all know about him. Marty Morningweg. So, those guys, they have plays for Lamar and plays for the players. Whereas you see here, it's chaotic to me. You got receivers going in the same direction. You have miscommunication, and you don't even see Lamar scrambling. He has a lane wide open. He'll sit there. What I'm gonna do? Just like last year in the AFC Championship. So I don't see it. John Harbaugh, unless he changes his offensive coordinator, the Giants ain't going nowhere.
I would say that if he doesn't change, they're gonna run his ass up out of there. Because one thing, it's a couple of cities that you got to win in, and John Harbaugh for the last couple of years he hasn't been winning. Baltimore's kind of quiet because y'all do have 2 Super Bowls. I know the Giants got three or four, and they want another one because of the fact that this is one of the key franchise that they want to see in the Super Bowl. And John Harbaugh is supposed to be this quarterback whisperer. Well, he wasn't a great quarterback whisperer with Lamar. He did get him 2 MVPs, but like you say, Pharaoh, with the way that Jackson Dart runs the ball and don't like to slide, he may not be the starting quarterback for much longer. So we will see. And the last one, fellas, the last one we have to talk about is Robert Salehi. I keep fucking the damn man name is.
That's Saleh, man.
Saleh. There it is. I call it man Salehi. See what I'm saying? So Pharaoh, man, would Saleh be a good coach to turn around the Tennessee Titans and help Cam Ward as their new head coach?
Hadn't he been a head coach before?
New York Jets.
Okay, that's enough said. We done.
Damn, Pharaoh, you didn't get a man no goddamn credit.
He gonna make them about relevant as Bill Belichick did with North Carolina.
I'm gonna push back on that.
Yeah, before you say that, before you push back, shout out Farrell. I would say that he did have the Jets on the right path in the beginning. The right path. The defense was always great, but this offensive side of the ball that was trash.
Right. So, isn't that what he needs to fix in Tennessee? Because their defense was good, their offense was bottom of the barrel. So I think you're gonna have the same problem.
All right, then go ahead, Shawty. You say you want to push back. What you got for me?
I'll push back on that, man. Robert Saleh is an established coach in the NFL and have proven himself everywhere he's gone, even with the Jets. You can say whatever you want to say about his time with the Jets, but the Jets defense was a factor while he was there, and they started making moves forward while he was there.
So why
the thing that messed Robert Saleh up was that he let the Jets owner and GM get in his ear instead of sticking to what he knows. In Tennessee, he's going to have a lot more free will to do a lot more things, and he has more talent around him in Tennessee than he did in New York. I mean, those players that they had in New York, you have to understand they didn't have no quarterback thrown to them. They didn't have nothing on offense.
But they did have shot it. They did no. I was with you until you say they didn't have no quarterback. I was with you because you say they got into this year because who they wouldn't get because of the owner and he signed up on it. Who they went and got?
Yeah, I'm talking about Aaron Rodgers. I told y'all when they got Aaron Rodgers, I told you that is the end of Robert Saleh's tenure in New York. Yeah. I knew he was done.
And you know how Aaron Rodgers is. When he speaks, everybody listens.
But what quarterback did they have?
They had that boy, that young boy
that's leading the damn Seahawks right now.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But you got to understand though, you're looking at a couple years ago, like y'all all said, the league is already moving in another direction with all the firings and everything. So my thing is, next season, having a coach that has stability on how to run a team is much better on the upside than a coach that ain't nobody heard about and never heard about when he was with the team he was with. So I would put more stake in Robert Saleh than I do with the dude in Miami.
I got you. What you say, Tim Dawg? You agree with that statement that he just said, or you got a different point of view?
No, I mean, he's speaking truth, and most teams need to look at Byron Leftwich. So we shall see.
And that's my point. Like he was a head coach with a team. He did pretty decent with San Francisco. They're giving him another team to move forward with. Byron Leftwich is proven to be a coach. I guarantee you, if
quarterback
Byron
coach,
went
offensive
to
coordinator,
Tennessee, they would be a much relevant team because he has a quarterback that he can mold because he's an offensive guy. You let the defensive guys work, but I don't think that our defensive mind person is going to fix Tennessee's offensive woes unless
I think that Robert Saleh is smart enough to know that he needs a good offensive.
Everybody's smart enough to do it, but is it going to happen?
We're yet to see, but we're talking about we're putting the cart before the horse. The season ain't even started yet. All I'm saying is he has a better chance of having a successful season than your boy down in Miami.
But we also talked about fresh faces too.
Yeah,
not just fresh faces, but fresh ideas, different schemes. Just like with old boy in San Francisco. I mean, it's just the idea of you bringing in the younger, newer talent to break up this, this scheme of footballs, is so that nobody can, have a you know what I'm saying as far as the coach.
I think
the fresher the better, the newer everyone.
I think at the end of the day, man, I know the year I don't think we're putting the cart in front of the horse. We just talking what we're seeing. Because of the fact that, he could call a good defense when you got great defensive players. Now you're going to a team that doesn't have that talent that you leaving behind. And then to Farrell's point, he's more of a defensive coach, and you got to bring in that offensive coordinator. So I think it's going to be we have to see who's going to bring in as that offensive coordinator to help Cam Ward. Because Cam Ward was running for his goddamn life. He reminded me of what's my man that won the Super Bowl with the Giants as a backup? Derek Carr. No, Derek Carr.
Yeah,
Oh,
Derek Carr,
it's the Derek Carr, his brother.
yeah,
One
oh
of them.
yeah, the Houston
Yeah,
quarterback.
yeah. That
Yeah.
motherfucker got. Yeah, he didn't even know
Yeah,
he
that
won the
was
Super
Derek
Bowl with the
Carr.
Giants.
Yeah.
It was Derek, right?
Yeah.
It's one of them damn cars. I
No,
know it's one of them.
David Carr is the one that was with the Raiders.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Yeah, Derek Carr. Yeah, he got beat up so bad, that he was a star. He could have been a star quarterback, but
Yes.
he was in a bad situation down in Houston that shit, concussion after concussion, motherfucker didn't even know he was playing for the Giants. I could talk to him the other day. Man, you knew you played for the Giants? I did it. I did. Yeah, you did. Motherfucker don't know.
You can say the
He's so
same thing
shut
to
up.
that on Miami.
You know, for real though? Thank you.
Well, I mean,
Fellas,
you
I
gotta
don't-
think because Rex Ryan was a good coach, right? Rex Ryan
Yeah.
was defensive coach
No.
of the Jets.
Yeah.
He was a good
No,
coach.
he wasn't. No, he
He
wasn't.
got into the AFC Championship game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
to the
I
AFC
don't
Championship
think
game.
he's got that's defensively they got him there, and he got a good running back in Curtis Martin. Y'all remember him?
Yeah, well, you had a boy too, man. Except for the butt fumble, he did it
Yeah,
pretty good
well,
his
I
first
mean-
couple of years. Yeah, other than
Well,
that,
he's in jail now, so we ain't worried about him no more.
oh,
No,
Oh, yeah, I forgot about it, yeah.
Didn't Ryan coach at Didn't Ryan coach at Buffalo? Didn't he coach the Jets?
Yes.
yeah, he
Okay.
like you said,
and his brother was the damn defensive coordinator for the Cowboys,
Yeah,
right?
both of them.
That Matt Ryan?
no,
Okay.
no, Rex Ryan, but he was
No,
also
Rex Ryan.
no, that was his brother was the defensive
Rex
coach
Ryan
for the,
on Get Up, right?
yeah, but he
Yeah.
was the defensive
Yeah.
coach for the Baltimore Ravens when they won their first Super Bowl.
Yes.
Yeah, he was
But
defense.
outside of
His
that, what
brother.
has he
You talking
done?
about his? No, you talking about his brother.
No,
His
what I'm
brother. I think
saying
his
is,
brother
like,
was
you
the
got- you
defensive
talking
coach for
about
Dallas
salary.
Cowboys at one time. His twin brother was. You know,
Yeah.
he got a twin brother. So his twin brother was. So, but fellas, man, I don't have the videos. I want us to have this conversation here quick, like as well, man. And Pharaoh, I'm coming to you first, man. We saw the game between the Broncos and the Buffalo Bills, and everybody is saying that it's not Josh Allen's fault; it's everybody else's fault around him. So, why is so many sports analysts finding a way to not blame Josh Allen for this latest playoff loss?
You asking?
Oh,
Pharaoh.
I thought we was looking for a video. I'm waiting for the
No,
video.
I say I ain't got no video, Pharaoh. My bad. Oh, look at the sky and shit.
I was like this. Let me see the video. Okay. I'm gonna tell you this. Allen fumbled the ball in open field that he normally doesn't do. I remember that. I forget he was making a play. He was running with the ball with his right hand, and I don't know if he was trying to throw it back to somebody, but he didn't tuck it or anything, and he got hit, and it's a fumble. You can say whatever you want, and I think Shada said it earlier. They were trying to make the game run through Josh Allen. It was his game to win, and he found a way to lose. Anybody else goes in there, we'll blame Lamar Jackson if they lose, but you won't blame Josh Allen. You'll blame Jalen Hurts, but you won't blame Patrick Mahomes. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't understand this oxymoron of how you blame one type of quarterback and you don't blame the other because of passionate or whatever the case is. Josh Allen fucked that game up. That's simple.
And that's simple.
And the
He
play
said-
calling because they didn't run enough with Cooks. They didn't run enough. And they,
Yeah,
and like you
and-
said, who are you throwing the ball to if you got these 5 people that are keeping you, clean, but you're dirty because you decide you want to run every damn play.
And Pharaoh made a great point there, Shada, because of the fact that Chase Daniels, he says something about when Jalen Hurts was playing bad, basically saying that the Eagles won't go anywhere because we have to look at the quarterback situation with Jalen Hurts, especially when he does bad, but Jalen Hurts doesn't turn the ball over as much as Josh Allen. And then when he texted out what's the shit? X. When he did that thing on X, he said that you can't blame Josh Allen for those 4 turnovers. You got to look at the rest of it. Yeah. I'm saying to myself, well, just like Pharaoh just said, if that was Lamar Jackson, Lamar Jackson, he's not protecting the ball. He's not protecting the ball. But then again, we get Josh Allen. What, he had 4 turnovers, 2 fumbles, an interception, I believe. I believe that's what he had. Interception. I mean,
They were
he was all
turnovers.
he was all over the goddamn place. So why doesn't he get that same type of vitriol that other quarterback gets that has similar type games?
Because the NFL is the NFL, and the NFL still got that old slave mentality about leadership, period. We thought it was over about don't think that black quarterbacks are smart enough to diagnose the plays and this, that, and the other. They still got that mentality. They just do it in a different way. I watch sports shows on a regular during all the seasons, especially football. And I'm telling you, these cats out here, they have a narrative that they push for certain quarterbacks.
Yeah.
They have a narrative that they push for quarterbacks. And that is one of the main reasons why I was so determined at the fact that I hope Buffalo lose. Because no matter what happens, Josh Allen, Dan Orlovsky, Josh Allen, he always in Josh Allen and Matthew Stafford. He always got something to defend them. Okay, so Josh Allen and Matthew Stafford are the only two good quarterbacks in the league. Those are the only two quarterbacks that get a pass. Because if I'm not mistaken, does Josh Allen have a Super Bowl? No, he doesn't have a Super Bowl. Okay.
No, he ain't got
Jalen Hurts has a
He ain't
championship.
got an AFC championship.
Yeah.
Okay. So my thing is, why is it for the last 5 years, Josh Allen has always gotten a pass for doing this and doing that? He has nothing to show for it.
Of protection, buddy.
Yeah, and
So
you know, I'm glad you say that.
my thing is, when Jalen Hurts goes out here and he's been willing his team to win every single week, not making mistakes and doing just enough to win the game, you talking about, oh, they don't have no offense. Jalen Hurts, he's just not taking command of the thing. He's not this, he's not that. He's got a Super Bowl.
I would say
Y'all
this, man.
assholes run around here talk about Eli Manning won a Super Bowl, but does Eli Manning really that gonna settle on anybody's list as an elite quarterback? But they give him an excuse every single week.
Hey, you know, I'm
Come
glad
on,
you say
man.
that. And
The league is racist when it comes to quarterbacks, and that's all there is to it.
If I come to you, I'm gonna make this point, man. It was a great point somebody made. Somebody just like us, that's not a national syndicated person, not a real journalist. We are journalists to a certain degree, but he said that when they talk about Jalen Hurts, when they win, they say that, man, he's supposed to win because you got the talent around the team. You know, the talent got him to win. But when they lose, Jalen Hurts, he needs to do more. So it doesn't make sense. So is it the talent or is it the quarterback?
It's the same attitude they have towards protecting black quarterbacks. Black quarterbacks get hit in the head 3 to 4 times a game. If you touch a white quarterback anywhere near this area up in here, that should be a flag. You hear them calling it out every single time. That's
and Tim Dog, and that's what we have been seeing when it comes down to Josh Allen. Josh Allen, some people say he's the best quarterback they ever seen, but the best quarterback can't seem to get over the hump. But when his team loses, he doesn't get any of the slack. The team takes the slack. But this game, 4 turnovers,
Justin
and the way
Herbert is the best quarterback.
But some people say Josh Allen as well. I got you.
Jim
All
was the one saying that.
I know is Josh Allen done married a chick that's pregnant for him. That's a Broncos fan. So make it make sense for me.
So Tim Dog, man, your thoughts, man. Your thoughts on why so many sports analysts and other people giving Josh Allen a pass after his game the way that he played what was that, Sunday? Or Saturday? Yeah. It's Saturday.
Because
it was Saturday. The way that he played Saturday.
It's all about them trying to get someone to match Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, and Michael Penix, and all the other young black talented quarterbacks that don't get the shine, don't get the discussions like most of these guys do. I'm not saying that it's all racially motivated, but I'm saying it's racially motivated. So that being said, how many times have you heard, Lamar Jackson is going to be the quarterback. He's the best quarterback, and he won 2 MVPs. What about Jalen Hurts? Oh, the reigning Super Bowl champion. He still is reigning Super Bowl champion until someone wins. But you don't hear that. Why? Because you just don't. So there is a sense of wrong here. Why do they get that? And it's because they just jealous, looking for something, and think of the climate that we're in right now too, where people are more openly expressive about how they feel about certain race.
Yeah, and that is true. And Farrell, I want you to answer this because I want you to say what you got to say because it's going to lead right into it. Because I want to know what is the difference between Josh Allen poor performance compared to CJ Stroud performance in the NFL playoff game this last weekend. Now, go ahead and say what you got to say if you can answer that as well.
So I was going to say that you remember when we was, I'm going to talk about Shada's dude here. My man was crying when he was at USC. He was crying when he lost that game. Now Josh Allen cries, losing this game. What's the difference? Because one's college and one's NFL. What's the difference? Both want to win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is emotional at that point. This
Something
is like
to
you don't get this is like winning the lottery when you play these games trying to get to these championships because you're one of 1,500 players that's getting paid to play a game we all want to.
Yeah.
Yep.
You telling me I can't get emotional as
his emotions was justifiable.
Right. So my point to you is like you can't say that Caleb Williams is soft when you don't say that about Josh Allen.
Facts.
Regardless of what we think about Caleb Williams, it's still you're a grown man and it's an emotional moment. Now with
great
that
on the same curve.
Right. So with that being said about the Josh Allen and the CJ Stroud, I'm going to say it like this. CJ Stroud overplayed himself.
Yep. And that's exactly what we told him not to do.
Right. CJ Stroud did not go out there composed enough to win that game. He had a team, especially his defense. If anything, his defense was top 10 of all defenses that we've seen in the NFL.
That's what held them in the game.
Right. They had that defense is kept them in the game. But some kind of way, he found a way to find the other team. When he threw the ball, he was throwing, running backwards. He found other players, kind of like what Neil O'Donnell did.
Damn Super Bowl.
Neil O'Donnell.
Motherfucker made my man Brown.
It was like Neil O'Donnell.
Yeah, my man.
You remember that
because he made what's his last name Brown. His last name was Brown, and the Raiders made him one of the highest paid cornerbacks ever after that Super Bowl win. Go ahead, Farrell.
It's like CJ Stroud did a Neil O'Donnell in the playoff game. That's all I can say. Josh Allen is Josh Allen.
Yeah,
I don't know what else to say. Like what Shada said, the game was supposed to flow through him, but he didn't have any top players around him. He had no all pros.
Nothing.
Right. So.
Well, I'm gonna push back on you a little bit, Farrell. Before I come to you, Shada. The reason I'm gonna push back because Whatchamacallit didn't have no all pro wide receiver, but he won a Super Bowl, and that was Patrick Mahomes. So what's the difference?
He had
a good
Andy
coach.
Reid.
Yeah, that's what he had.
He had Andy Reid.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so I'm not taking anything away from D'Amico Ryans, but Andy Reid, and being a Eagles fan, what the hell he brings.
Yeah, that's especially offensively. Thank you for correcting me on that, Farrell. I'm shutting my damn mouth now.
Not about Andy.
I forgot about it. I'm shutting my mouth. What you got to say about that, Shada?
Man, I'm with Farrell on this one as well, man. Look, the bottom line still remains. The minute the game started with Houston, and I saw what CJ Stroud was doing, I turned it off, said, he's doing that thing. It's over. After about the first couple series, I said, this dude is doing exactly what we don't want him to do. He about to give the game away. And what did he do? He gave the game away. The fact of the matter is, CJ Stroud is a quarterback talent. But the problem with CJ Stroud is he overthinks these big games. He goes into these big games with this thing in his head, like, all I got to do in here is just go mediocre because my team's going to do it. You need to go in every game like you're going to destroy them. We said it on the podcast last week. Take their heart. Their defense was playing lights out, and you telling me you throwing the ball to the other team in the first half?
And then he was going off the field with his head down like he was defeated already.
Bro, he needs a sports psychologist to work on his mannerisms on the sidelines and on the field, because he do not look like a leader in that game. If any game he needs to be a leader was that game. And that's the game he showed up on and pulled out one of them. I'm gonna put a Cam Newton, put a daggone towel over my head and sit on the bench. No, dog, you gotta come out here and focus.
So Tim
Well,
Dog,
he needs to go to Jalen Hurts composure school.
Yes.
Maybe
Yes.
Jaden Daniels composure.
Yes.
Because it doesn't matter what happens. They come out there with the same intensity the next play.
Yes.
They forgot what happened. That's what he needs to do.
So Tim Dog, just like they're saying, so there's a difference between Josh Allen poor performance compared to CJ Stroud poor performance in the NFL playoff game this last weekend.
Yeah, 1 through 1 interception, 1 through 4 interception, 1 pass for 218 yards, and 1 through for 200. What the hell? I just had that shit. 236
I'm pushing back on that, Joe.
yards. No, I'm talking about statistics.
Josh Allen fumbled. I ain't hear you say his fumble. You just said it 1 interception. What about
and a turnover? I mean, if y'all let me finish, I'm trying to switch back and forth here, but they both played bad. They both played shitty, and they both deserve the criticism of playing that. But we don't get that. We get a bunch of excuses for Josh Allen, the golden boy, as for the NFL. And we all know how the NFL was, and how many of us own a team, and they try to block those who can't. So, with that being said, look at Colin Kaepernick, what they do to him. Come on, we're not
Can you
surprised.
put up Joe's statement again for me, man, on the street? Now, the reason why I said I'm pushing back on this, Joe, is Houston wide Chiefs one was out. I understand that. But the bottom line is you can't come in the NFL and make it in the playoffs and talk about so-and-so's out. Just like Broncos can't come up Sunday and say, oh, yeah, we don't have Bo Nix. You can go out there and win the game. He's still getting paid.
Next man.
Bottom line is, I don't understand these teams. I don't understand these teams that take these teams in deep into the playoffs, and then somebody get hurt, and it's like, oh, yeah, well, it's not fair anymore. It's football. Don't you have the same plays?
And
I would say
people get paychecks, like I said.
Yeah, they
I don't understand that.
I think my only issue
for you to be saying, "Oh yeah, I don't have this and I don't have that." The playoffs is about, okay, I need to go get this check, and I'm gonna go ahead and get a job next year. That's what the playoffs is about. It's not the time for you to be making adjustments, talking about players out.
I hear what you're saying, Sean, but I'm gonna go back to this Josh Allen and the CJ Stroud situation. My only thing is, but we've been saying all along, is that both of them had horrible games. I don't give a damn if Josh Allen almost pulled it off or whatnot. Was it a catch? It was not a catch. I don't give a damn. He had a terrible game, and he should be criticized just like that. It shouldn't be. Yes. Well, it's other people around him that making him suck, or he doesn't have the talent. He doesn't have the talent for him to get over the hump. Well, there's a lot of quarterbacks didn't have the talent, but they got over the hump. And, if you talk about when Eli won that championship against that 17-0, I think it was what? I think it was a wild card team.
Yeah, they were.
Wild
card
both times.
But that's what I'm saying. But he got over the
New
hump.
England, they were a serious underdog.
They had a nice defense, but they really didn't have no offensive firepower on that side of the ball. If you think about it, and Josh Allen, they're making excuses for Josh Allen out. Every day you wake up, there's an excuse. When is it going to be? When are people going to finally say Josh Allen may not be the talent that you want him to be? I'd be the one to say he may not be. That's what I'm saying. He may not be the talent that we want him to be, because who said it? Pharaoh, did you say that Josh Allen being Josh Allen? Somebody say it, because we know he's a turnover machine. He's a turnover machine.
From Texas Tech, show me the money.
Yeah.
Where is he
now
at
with the CJ Stroud situation? We said this last week. All he had to do was go out there and protect the ball, because the defense is going to do what they do. All he had to do was put up some points, and the defense is going to do it. You cannot
just give me 10 points and the defense roll.
You cannot put the other team in a position where they're going to score the ball.
And that's
who your favorite line? I think Pharaoh probably say it all the time, or somebody say Ray Lewis. All I need you to do is give me 6 points. Give me 6 points, and we got it from there.
10.
Yep.
Give
10
me 10 points. We'll do the rest.
And that's all he needed to do.
But man, on the street with the media doing that too. So what's your excuse for Nick Folk with the Eagles? What's your excuse with Jeff Hostetler? What's your excuse with all these quarterbacks that come in and take over for other starting quarterbacks that do well when they need them.
Well,
So my
and that's
thing
the
is,
thing.
it's
Johnny
not like the NFL
Manziel.
has never done this before. We've had plenty of quarterbacks that show up for a game or two that made a difference. Hell, Nick Folk didn't get activated
Tom
until they were
Brady.
deep in the playoffs.
Yeah. Hey, can
Johnny
I ask this man,
Manziel.
because we got two more subjects we need to talk about, the AFC and the NFC championship game. Can I ask you a quick question? Even though this quarterback went to one Super Bowl, if Josh Allen don't get to a Super Bowl or to another AFC championship, will he be this generation, brother, Dan Marino?
Yes, he
Dan
will.
Marino.
Hell no, man. No.
I'm just saying.
Not by the numbers, but we're talking about, yes, he will be this generation's Dan Marino.
Nah.
Yes, he will.
Okay.
He will be the only quarterback in this era that gone to the playoffs this much and had such a talented team and did nothing. Name me another team that did that.
Now I'm just asking.
Lamar
I'm just
Jackson.
asking. Yeah. Okay then. Well, what about you, Tim Dog? I'm just saying. Reason why I say that, because they say that Dan Marino was probably the best quarterback ever that never won a Super Bowl. And in this generation, they might be saying the same thing about Josh. I got you. I'm just Pharaoh. I'm talking about what they're saying. I'm not saying what we're saying. Okay, I'm saying what they're saying.
No,
all right.
I can't agree
I'm saying
with
what
that.
they're saying. So my thing is, Tim Dog, will he be this generation if he doesn't win a Super Bowl or get to another AFC championship? This generation, Dan Marino.
I'm gonna say no, because you have to be great in order to be, etched like
Man on the street. Are you talking about
Dan Marino
numbers
status?
or just the quarterback
Yeah,
position?
and it's too early.
I'm just talking about.
And right now, I hate when people sit there and talk about these young quarterbacks. Oh, they could be better than they might be. No, you don't.
I'm talking about never getting to the dance, because he only got to the dance. His second year? Dan Marino got to his second year, but
he got to the dance though.
But that's what I'm saying. But he was never able to get back again. But that's what I'm saying. If Josh Allen, let's say if he doesn't get there, and he might get to the dance, but doesn't win it. I'm
Not
just
with Buffalo,
hypothetical. Hypothetical.
Yeah.
Would he be considered?
I like what Joe said. Jim Kelly 2.0.
No, he
There
got to
you
match
go.
Cam Newton.
Okay. All right.
You
I like
gotta
that. I
match
like
Cam
that. I
Newton.
like that
You gotta
even
do
better.
Cam Newton.
I like that even better. Yeah, that is true. Cam Newton got to the Super Bowl. Oh, damn, he might even be Cam Newton. God damn, Pharaoh. Cam Newton took it to the Super Bowl. Well, fellas, man, that's good conversation, my brothers. Man, let's go ahead and get to this, man. Now it's down to 4. I mean, damn. Oh man, I wasn't expecting it. It's not the 4 that you wanted, trust me. Especially after seeing what Seattle did to the goddamn 49ers. I'm really mad now. Shit, that shit had me pissed the fuck off.
Hey, y'all saw the meme with talking about until you do right by me, San Francisco.
Exactly. But fellas, we down to the last 2 weekends of what? Let's pick them. Fellas, man, we down to the last 2. We saw the AFC Championship, so we gonna get in talk to fellas. I got to ask: was it a catch, or was it was it a catch, or was it an interception in the Buffalo game?
It was a catch, and he took the ball away from him on the way to the ground. It was a catch.
I'm gonna say it's not an interception. I'm gonna say that he did not complete the catch all the way through, which ended up becoming an interception.
Okay,
you crazy.
Tim Dog.
You crazy.
No,
I know.
If you catch
but hey,
the ball
it wasn't my team,
and
so
the
fuck it.
but my understanding is if you catch the ball and before you hit the ground and someone takes it from you, that's an interception.
Okay. All right,
but he was down by contact.
Yeah.
He was not.
What they say? What same thing that Pharaoh said?
Now, take your.
He didn't control the ball. He didn't control the ball throughout the catch, and that's why it became a turnover because he did. But yeah, that's what they say. But I think what the bad part about what we're saying is that they didn't even review the play. They didn't even review the play.
Listen, I don't care what anybody says.
The receiver didn't even have anything to say about what happened.
because he knew he got picked.
Yeah.
When the ball is in the air, the defensive player,
it's an interception.
We not disagreeing with what I will.
No, Shada. We're not saying it's not an interception.
We want the NFL to get these rules together, though. That's the main issue.
What
it's
I'm
the
saying
rules.
is, everybody keeps saying that he was down by contact. It has nothing to do with that. The ball didn't have any clear control until the defensive player came away with it. That's why it's an interception.
What I'm saying to you is, and everybody is, the offensive player still did not have any emotion with it. It's like, oh, he just gave up the ball, basically.
Because he knew he got picked.
But I'm still going to get up and be like, throw the flag.
Yeah, but
I'm
that's
not
what I'm
sit
saying.
there and not say, regardless what the outcome is. How many times have you seen a player hit the ground, the ball clearly hits the ground, they get up to it's a catch?
Well, he wasn't ready.
All I can say is the NFL need to get their rules again. Once they started that, only 1 year I really liked the rule when Dez Bryant fumbled the ball.
They called the Calvin Johnson rule. That's what that was about.
Yeah. But I'm just saying though, they need to. If it's just the NFL, and then the referees fucked that whole game up. If you ask me, they missed a lot of calls and a lot of bullshit calls that they did call. I was like, man, what the fuck? But let's move along, man, because they're out. Pharaoh King said it best. Not my fucking team, so fuck them. Hey, shit. Yeah. I will give it. Not my damn team. Yeah. But
my team's sitting there watching them too. They kiss my ass.
Exactly. Well, fellas, the first team up is the AFC Championship games, and we got two oldies. We got the Broncos versus the Patriots.
Just like old times, Broncos Pats for a chance to go to the big dance. One team has won 14 of their last 15, the other 15 of their last 16. The other, in this case, the New England Patriots.
We said all along, you got to be willing to spill some blood, okay? And the big dogs come out in January.
Who are in Denver for another AFC Conference Championship bout. Broncos now hoping to conjure up Professor Gandalf vibes. You know, Harry Potter, he proved you can still go forth with a different wizard guy and still come out the winner.
Here it is on the way, and the Denver Broncos have won it in overtime.
Gandalf, Professor, whatever his name was, you get it. Hey, look, last time Denver hosted New England in the Conference Championship, they had questions at quarterback, and it did not matter. They had Orange Crush 2.0. So sure, they're relying on a backup quarterback this week. Later on, we have 5 reasons Broncos fans can believe they can win with Jarrett Stidham. Spoiler alert, one of the reasons, defense wins championships, and Orange Crush 3.0 is that kind of D.
Here they come, and they fumble again. They got to him from behind with Benito, and the recovery belongs to Denver.
5 takeaways, 1 game, recovered 3 fumbles, 1 from James Cook, 2 from Josh Allen. They also picked off Allen twice. Safety PJ Locke with 1. Cornerback Jaquan McMillan, of course, the other one.
And they go deep down the field, and the pass is caught. No, it's McMillan has the football. How about that? Jaquan McMillan ends up in a wrestling match with the football.
They take on Drake May, who comes off a game that saw him fumble 4 times, lost 2 of them, threw a pick as well.
The ball came out. The Texans are saying they have it.
Pat's offense has struggled to score in their 2 playoff games. Weather and good defense as factors. May only threw for 179 yards last week, just 21 points, and their own defense gave them short fields all game long.
And that's what makes you mad, man. When you listen to that, man, before we go on, that's why I'm so upset with CJ Stroud, because of the fact that Drake May played like shit. The defense did their damn job. And man, I'm just gonna let that go, man. But we talk about this game right here.
Most frustrating. You got 5 turnovers and you got everything going for you.
Yeah.
And you found a way to find the other team.
Yeah. Jarrett Stidham is 1-3 at the start of his career. Broncos, is it the one that threw 5 interceptions in his first game or some bullshit? Is that the same dude? Oh, I'm thinking about somebody else.
I have no idea who the dude is.
I'm thinking about somebody else then. I'm thinking.
I do know that the Denver defense is nothing like. I mean, Patriot defense is nothing like what you call it, the
Houston
Texans. So I don't even know what the hell they talking about there.
I got you. So Tim Dog, man, let me ask you this, man. How would the Denver Broncos handle not having Bo Nix as they start a QB in the AFC Championship game?
Oh, they're gonna get their ass whooped.
Okay. Short and sweet.
I mean, I know. I'm just saying only because chemistry, and you got this action guy, Stantham. You know, nobody ever heard of me. Probably
he always does.
Yeah, but the thing is, the defense. Josh Allen, he held on to the ball too long. That was his problem in the game. You know, he's trying to be Superman. I guess that's why everybody called him that. Anyway, Drake May, he doesn't hold on to the ball long. So that defense of the Broncos, they're going to have a hard time getting to Drake May because he doesn't hold on to it too long. But at the same time, you know, he makes a lot of bad decisions. So Drake May is going to have a good game, and the Broncos they're gonna suffer without Bo.
Yeah, they might suffer without him on Shotter, but like you say, Statham. I think Statham is the one. I got somebody Google it. I think his first start in the NFL, I think he threw like 5 straight interceptions, some bullshit. I knew it was a bad situation. But Shotter, how would Denver handle not having Bo Nix as their starting quarterback in the AFC Championship game?
They ain't gonna handle it well at all. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like Joe said, Denver's defense is gonna have to score multiple times in order for them to win that game. And the fact of the matter is, Drake May, the way he plays, and I know how Mike Vrabel coaches, the team that they're playing likes to collapse the pocket from the inside out. The Patriots have 2 running backs that love to catch the ball in the flat and create plays. If you take those linebackers to go out there to cover that play, guess what? You're going to leave the middle of the field open, and then Stephon Diggs is going to come over with the over route. Denver is going to have a problem covering the New England Patriots. It's not the same defense. Houston defense, they're fast all around, period. They just fast. If you beat one man, there's another man coming right there to hit you. They don't have that kind of defense. They have a defense to put pressure on you, but Drake May also makes a lot of sound scrambles. He's one of the few quarterbacks that don't just scramble just to scramble. He has to have a lane, and he sees it and he takes it and he takes what he could get. Denver's gonna have a lot to cover for this game.
What you got to say about it, Farrell?
Listen, New England is 6-point favorites. The Denver's going in without their starting quarterback. And I believe this is the year. First of all, let's get this straight. I don't like neither one of the teams' uniforms. Both of the damn teams got the shittiest looking uniforms in the league. With that being said, they won't be able to go to the Super Bowl because whatever the world's going to. Remember during the whole time that the United States was over there in Iraq and Iran, Patriots.
You know, it's like you were over there. You one of them too. You were over there too.
What I'm saying is the team is winning because the Patriots. We're the Patriots. And now that this crap going on with freaking Trump, I think the Patriots are the ones that's going to the Super Bowl just based off of the atmosphere of the United States right now. So
you say C-O-N-spiracy. You say C-O-N-spiracy.
Yeah, that's how I see it. Plus, I don't want Sean Payton going back to the Super Bowl.
Y'all know how I feel
about that.
Y'all know how I feel about the situation.
Going nowhere. Matter of fact, keep them damn donkeys at the house.
Yeah, but y'all, you brought it up. You brought it up, Shotta. You brought up about Drake May because he didn't have a good playoff game last week. You know what I'm saying? Even though they won, he did turn it over quite a few times. And of course, that Denver defense, they made Josh Allen look worse than what Houston made Drake May look. So,
the difference between
those two mean that I'm just saying, how can't see Tim Dog? You fucked me up. Talking about I can't read. You jumping in, fuck me all up. How would Drake May handle the pressure of this AFC Championship game, seeing that he has been struggling during the playoffs?
I don't think he's going to have a problem with this playoff game for the mere fact that when Bo Nix went down, the Patriots realized that that's one person they don't have to key in on. to worry about. They essentially Denver has become a one-trick pony without Bo Nix. So the defensive coordinator for the Patriots is going to have a hell of a week just preparing. They don't got to do any kind of over preparing or anything. They just got to make sure they execute, they stay in their daggone gaps, and people run their routes. Drake May don't have to do anything out of ordinary. He don't have to do anything extra, or he could play this game like it's his first game and just dink and dunk. That's all he needs. They're going to go up and down the field and let the rest of the daggone workhorses do their work. Don't go out there trying to be a hero. Just take what the defense gives you and leave it at that. You walk into the Super Bowl, period.
Hey, Farrah, I hear what he's saying, but that defense put on a goddamn clinic last week against Josh Allen. And Josh Allen is a better talent than Drake May. I hate to say it. Josh Allen's a better talent. So I don't think he's going to go up and down the field on that defense, because the defense is the one that won them the game last week. So your thoughts on this situation? How would Drake May handle that pressure?
Denver didn't have a Stephon Diggs to cover either in that game. So Stephon Diggs makes a big difference, taking a lot of the top off of the defense, and they have decent running back. Their tight end is good.
Stevenson and Henderson.
Yeah, so with that being said, they're going to have to look at this game a little bit different than they did Josh Allen, because Josh Allen didn't have anybody to throw to. Like I said, you're a clean quarterback, but you ain't got shit to throw to. So now I got to run around and get dirty. So I think that's what the big difference is. They're going to have to play it differently than they did against Buffalo by far. And the weather's going to be different.
I guess everybody's not saying what I want to hear, Tim Dahl. So hopefully you bring it on home.
You think if Drake May is going to mess up, is what you're saying? You
think I'm saying that Drake May. Y'all saying that
lesser talent than Josh Allen.
Y'all saying that Drake May doesn't have. He has Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen didn't. I'm just saying that Drake May is not Josh Allen. That's what I'm saying. I think he's gonna. That. No, what I'm saying is that he's gonna make against that defense, and the way that defense played against Josh Allen last week, I think he's going to force Drake May into making similar mistakes, even with a Stephon Diggs. That's what I see. Tim Dahl.
I see what you're saying, but you talking about Denver's defense when he faced the worst defense he's going to face was last week. So last week's defense, like he only got 179 yards, but last week they was in his ass and he had turnovers. Denver's defense is not the same as what he played last week, and I don't think Drake May is going to make the same dumbass plays that C.J. Stroud made, against the defense that they played. Like, there was nothing impressive about New England. I mean, there's nothing impressive to me. It's just that freaking C.J. Stroud made them look good.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Tim Dahl. I heard what you're saying, Fair, but that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about Denver's defense going off against Drake May. I think they're going to make Drake May this week, and I hate to say they're going to make him look like goddamn C.J. Stroud, because he's going to be facing a hungry defense that know they don't have their starting quarterback, and it's going to be up to them to get them to the Super Bowl. I could be wrong. Tim Dahl, your thoughts?
They're going to over pursue.
Man, you are saying that Drake May is going to face a tougher defense than he did with Houston.
I didn't say that.
No, we didn't say
I
that.
did not.
Not Houston. I'm sorry. Josh Allen had a better game. Worse game than Drake May because of the defense.
No, I'm saying you this. What I'm saying is so you get better understand. What I'm saying is that the defense is going to go out because they don't have their starting quarterback, and they're going to go out there just like that Houston defense and make him win the damn game. That's what I'm saying. And will he be able to handle that pressure? That's what I'm saying.
No, all I know is the Houston defense sacked old boy 5 times.
Okay.
Oh, is it? So I'm like, I don't see how
Stephon Diggs was it's going to be a better factor than
Kirk
had.
I understand that part too. Yeah.
But Drake May is definitely going to have a good day. I mean, because
I doubt that.
Going to stop. I mean, he's going to have a better day than Jason Statham. Whatever that quarterback name is.
Yeah. Well,
I don't see him getting over 200 yards passing.
But like I
You
say
don't?
though, man,
I do.
Not
I do.
Drake May. I don't see him getting over 200 yards passing.
I bet he does.
Okay.
but we will
I'll
see.
take that
So
I bet he does.
let's go.
Yeah.
Let's who you got, Tim Dog? You taking the Patriots?
Oh, I mean, if you taking Denver, you's a fool.
All right. What about you, Shada? Who you got?
Patriots.
Farrell.
I think we all got Patriots, man.
Yeah, because I can't pick Sean Payton,
right.
even though I think their defense is going to hold them, boy. And then again, I don't think it's because of stadium. I just can't stand Sean Payton. Y'all know I can't stand that bitch. I can't stand him.
Yeah,
and of
lost a
course,
lot
you
of
know,
games this year because of that.
and we see, but I won't be surprised if a stadium go out there and plays a great game, just like Nick Foles did for the Eagles. You know, all you need is
Don't say
all you
it.
need is home field. All you need is the home field advantage, and you playing with house money, so you ain't got shit to lose. But we will see. But the game of the week, everybody be waiting on this that next game because we want to see that number one offense go against that number one defense.
Door to the Super Bowl. Name your third favorite installment in a trilogy. Best possible matchup, the rubber match. Courtesy of the best division in the NFC. LA Rams, winners of back-to-back road playoff games, showed they can pull out a close one, can win in the elements, all in front of a raucous crowd.
And it's good! And the Los Angeles Rams go to the championship game!
We get the number one scoring offense versus the number one scoring defense, playoff style. Seattle Seahawks just blew a fellow playoff team out with its quarterback throwing for less than 125 yards, its 1,700-yard receiver finishing with less than 20 yards. Not sure Luke made the right call. Might have been wise to join the dark side after all.
In trouble. Sacked. Ball is out. Seattle has it. Party's on in the Emerald City.
Luke, I am your father, because I am a baller. Okay, so round 3, and here's what's kind of strange. The number one scoring defense this season, the Seattle Seahawks, have only let one team score 21-plus points on them in their last 7. The one team, the Rams, Week 16.
There it is, man. It's going to be one of those games. And before we go there, you know, how did the Chicago Bears fuck that game up? They just let one get away, man. That was a great ass pass, but man, I was like, this some bullshit. If this motherfucker win this game, I was like, this some bullshit. You come back like that, but then they fucked it up in the end. And Charlotte, I knew he was over there happy because Caleb Wade became Caleb Wade when he threw that goddamn interception.
You'll be one of three. One of three.
No. All I got to say to my boy Roy Mitchell, you know who I'm talking. I'm talking to you. Hey, you still got the 85 Bears, man. Wait, was all I want to know. Wait, because he sent me so many memes. Where's those memes now? I don't see no Bears. But fella, let's talk about this game. I had to get it off my chest.
My brother is a Bears fan, so I'm not saying anything.
Well, he got
I got plenty of family that's Bears fans too.
Hey, he got 85 time to do the Super Bowl shuffle. Super Bowl. Well, shuffle your ass on down to the damn nearest goddamn couch. That's all I got to say. But
The refrigerator Bears can't save you this time.
So Farrell, I'm coming to you first, man.
Yeah.
What would be the key for both the Seahawks and the Rams to win the NFC Championship game? So whichever one you want to take first.
Listen, the Seahawks is hot now. See, when they played that game with the Rams and they 38-37, that was earlier in the season.
Yeah.
The Seahawks right now, they got everything going for them. And I'm going by what you said, man, on the street. Ain't a redhead won the Super Bowl.
No.
Sam Darnold could be that one guy.
He could be that one.
He could be that one guy to win the Super Bowl. That's a redhead. He could break the curse.
Go ahead, you sound like Django. Like Django. Like Django. Go ahead.
Yeah. Now I know they want Matt Stafford to be the MVP of the season. I mean of the year. But you got to give it to Sam Darnold taking two different franchises to the playoffs, consecutive years. And like I said, number one defense to me outplays the number one offense, and it very well. So Matt Stafford he's known for what? Giving me one. Plus, Seattle played a depleted San Francisco team. They supposed to beat their ass. They supposed to.
Man, shut the seat. Now you got to get the Negro, please, because they beat my Eagles. So
well, they might have beat your Eagles, but you got AJ Brown. He don't know if he want to play or not.
That is true too.
You got, you know what I'm saying? You got the
Always open.
Hey, you got the golfing Trump guy. You know what I'm saying? You got him going. See,
That commercial did not age well.
Right. The curse hit you too. So, hey,
I
man.
told y'all.
And then your offensive coordinator's trash.
I told you from the beginning of the year when old boy went golfing with Trump.
Yeah.
He jinxed my whole goddamn. He jinxed every goddamn thing. I'm blaming Trump this year. I'm blaming Trump this year.
Yeah,
but Farrell, I heard them keys that you just said. I agree with you on that. But Tim Dog, I'm gonna ask you this question: have Sam Darnold, Farrell said it, have Sam Darnold proven the critics wrong with his play this year or the last couple of years because of the fact that didn't Sam Darnold went to Carolina at one point in time as well when he left the Jets? Didn't they pick him up in Carolina?
I don't think.
I think so. Somebody could Google that quick.
Andy Dalton is the one that's there.
No. But he was, I think he was in Carolina too before he went to who he played with last year.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He went to the Carolina Panthers too.
Yeah, because that's when they got Bryce Young.
Yeah, he was. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's right.
So Tim Dog has Sam Darnold proven the critics wrong with his play over the last couple of years, like Farrell said.
Oh yeah. I mean, and he's humble about it too. At the same time, he's leading Seattle into possibly their third Super Bowl appearance and maybe their second Super Bowl win.
Yeah.
And you know, it's remarkable and it's good. We always talk about players that don't fit with certain teams. And sometimes it's about going to the other team and showing them that, hey, I'm just as good too. But at the same time, also, you got to look at the ranks, you know, with Matthew Stafford, who I think should win the MVP. But you know, I mean, he has the experience and he has to know how to go out there and do something. So it's going to be a good game. Yeah, and Sam Darnold, he proved the critics wrong. Oh,
yeah, and Farrell, you say he did play with San Francisco, and I think they say that's where he got his little mojo because after playing for, I forgot the head coach of San Francisco. It showed him how to be a quarterback. It showed him how to be a quarterback in an actual winning system. Because coming from the Jets, you're not in a winning system. Going to the Panthers, that wasn't a winning system. Then you go play with San Francisco, a team that knows how to win, a coach that knows how to coach you. Oh, you get that.
Up for Purdy.
Go to Minnesota. You take that same thing that you learned from San Francisco to Minnesota, and you just show it out there. And now another team said, "Hey, we'd like for you to come, you know, ride our ship," and there you go.
That's
so
right,
shout out, man. Yeah. So shout out, man. Your thoughts, man. Donald proved himself wrong, and what would he needs to do to make sure that they win this NFC championship game this Sunday?
I don't say this very much, but I owe Sam Darnold an apology because what he has done the last 2 years has basically put me in my place. So yes, he's done an excellent. He's done a great job as a quarterback to convince me that he is capable. When a quarterback can go from one team to another and improve that team 2 years in a row, that's a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And right now, even though he's with the Sea Chickens, I don't like that at all. And I'm telling you like this right now, there's no way on God's green earth I will ever cheer for the Seattle Sea Bitches. It's not gonna happen. No, it's not gonna happen.
I think the situation with this game, man, and I think everybody thinks that the Rams are basically one field goal away from being home. The Rams have been putting up a lot of points at the beginning of the year. They fell short, and then now they're back on that winning side again. But they're not winning pretty though. They're not winning the way that they was winning at the beginning of the season.
But look at the setup. Look at the setup, man, on the street.
That's what I'm about to say.
Is up there in age. This is his last hurrah. I think Matthew Stafford is done after this year. So they're looking at this as Matthew Stafford's last daggone season. And I think that's
and then I would say that the addition of Adams help Stafford out.
From Georgia.
The addition of Adams help them out, man. It's just that situation that they got their lucky rabbit foots in their pocket, but you're going up against that defense. That defense, like we always say, defense travels, but good thing that they're at home. And now you got that extra boost, that extra energy that you could go out there and you want to shut the goddamn the Rams down. And like in the piece, the NFC West has been the best division in the NFC this year, from top to bottom. If you look at it, from top to bottom,
Except for the Cardinals.
except for the Cardinals, yeah, except for the Cardinals. But hey, you know they got bobblehead over there, so but it is what it is. So fellas, who you got? Who you got, Farrell?
Oh, I'm going with the Sea Chickens.
All right, there, Tim Dow.
I'm gonna go for the Rams.
All right, shout it. You
Get the
sticking
Rams.
with the Rams, or you going with the Sea Bitches?
No, you know
You damn right I'm sticking with the Rams. I can't stand the daggone Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm going with the Sea Chickens, man. I think the defense is gonna come short. Don't get me wrong now. I'm going with the Sea Chickens, but if it comes down to the last play or last 2 minutes, and oh boy got that ball, Matthew Stafford, they in trouble.
Ball game.
Yeah, it's ball game.
Ball game.
They in trouble.
They
in trouble.
It's only
He playing with a different kind of chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
It's only a 3-point game, guys. So
There it is.
I still like the Rams. I like the Rams. Sorry.
Like I said, I like the Rams too, but I think that defense. I trust their defense more than I trust Sam Darnold and I don't think the Rams defense or their offensive line could be able to handle that pressure. I'm going red-headed kingpin. Yep, red-headed kingpin.
How do you stop a fast rushing defense?
Hey,
throw a lot of screen plays.
Yeah,
throw a lot of screen
you say
plays.
that, but in today's game,
But you got to do them
plays
at the
don't
right
work like
time.
they used to.
They don't. But you got to do it the right time.
Because we
You
saw
gotta
that
have the right scheme.
we saw that on Monday night with Indiana.
Oh,
in Miami. You know, those screenplays work to a point, but
yeah, we saw Indiana do a good one on Miami too.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
Miami did like
The
3
tight
or
end.
4 of them. So that seemed like you're not.
I mean, it was expected. Come on, that's what they do.
There it is, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
think Tony got 120 yards. Shit.
Yeah, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Those are our picks. Almost down to the last one. The Eagles won't be the NFC champions after this Sunday. It'll be a new one. And then once the Super Bowl, well, we won't be defending no more. We just be old regular champion again. Loser. I'll be a loser again. What
You
Joe
always got the 76ers.
Man, fuck you.
I'm just saying.
Hey, y'all motherfuckers, man.
I was kicking them below the kneecaps.
Yeah, I always got to go below the kneecap, man. God damn it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, those are our picks, man. Hope y'all be entertained. But now
Hey,
it's time for the main man.
the new
Shout.
high-top sketchers, them Joel and Beads.
That's why his back be fucking with him now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that
That's why
time
he
for the
plays with
main
no
man
socks.
Shotter. Today in sports. Shotter, what you got for us this week, my brother?
Man, I tried to upload my daggone video and that dang thing didn't come through. So I'm still working on that. This week in sports, 18th NFL Pro Bowl. Does anybody know what year that was?
Say what?
1905.
The 18th
No, that'd
NFL
be-
Pro Bowl. You know what year that was?
Hold on.
18th NFL Pro Bowl. That was
That's
You looking it up.
1985.
1985.
No, it's not.
84. It was 84. There you go.
Boy, listen, stop playing, man. The
I'm playing
daggone
with you.
18th Pro Bowl in the NFL was played in 1968.
God
Tim
damn.
Dog, you
That's
said-
not. Oh my goodness. Hold on. The NFL wasn't founded until 1967. So what the hell you talking about?
It says right here, the 18th NFL Pro Bowl, 1968, 18th NFL Pro Bowl, LA Memorial Coliseum, West BC.
1968. That's the first. That's the
38-20.
second Pro.
All right, Tim Dog, let him finish.
So
Get
you're
it
telling,
out. Go
so
ahead,
you're
Shotter.
telling me that the research I did, I'm they're wrong in the book.
Let me ask you a
Tim Dog
question.
was
When did
there.
the NFL founded?
Tim Dog was around.
No,
Man, fuck
no,
you.
no. The NFL was there. The NFL was there. Yes.
Yeah, NFL was
No.
there. Yeah.
You had the AFL and the NFL, but that 68, that's the second
That
year.
was 70 when they fucking merged, man.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen.
No, it wasn't.
For those of you on our program, this is my segment, and I'm telling you
Go
like
ahead.
this
Look it up,
right
Tim.
now.
1970
I am not
when
about
they
to
merged.
argue with Moses about what happened when. So
Even though you look like him, Methuselah.
Today, the 18th NFL Pro Bowl was played in 1968 at LA Memorial Coliseum. And guess who was the star of that game? One of my all-time favorite running backs, Gale Sayers.
Daddy on a donkey. How about that?
Gale Sayers. Gale Sayers.
That's one of my favorites too.
Yeah,
Gale
Sayers.
Sayers. He was the MVP of the 18th NFL Pro Bowl played in 1968.
Sure it is.
The
Yeah,
MVP
I like me some Gale Sayers, man.
with Chicago Bears running back Dave Robinson and Green Bay Packers defensive tackle. They didn't have a name for him. I know who it was. I looked him up.
So
there it is. My main man shot it.
If the NFL formed in 1970 and 68, you say it's the
The NFL wasn't formed in 1970. That's when they combined. The NFL was already around.
But good Lord. You know, in 67, that was the first Super Bowl, you dumbasses.
No,
That's
it wasn't.
Listen, Tim
It
Dawg.
can't be the first Super Bowl. It merged in 1970.
I'm trying to Tim Dawg trying to stir some shit up, man. The NFL already been around. The AFL was another league. When they combined, it was still the NFL. The NFL was always around. The NFL was always Tim Dawg. Listen. Yes, but what I'm trying to say is because the reason why I said it because if you look at the Eagles, yeah, we got 2 Super Bowls, but they also got 3 NFL championships. You can't have 3 NFL championships without the NFL.
That's right. That's right. And Washington has 2 of them.
Yes. Yeah, you special. Thank you for that shout out, man, for today. Ladies and gentlemen, usually this time we bring you sports, weird sports, but I couldn't find no weird sports, my brothers.
The first Super Bowl was January 15th, 1967.
Tim Dawg, what we just said?
Now, I just told you. You said that wasn't the first Super Bowl.
Tim Dawg. Listen. I'm gonna help you out because I know you're a window licker.
When was the first Super Bowl?
Tim Dawg, let me help you out. Tim Dawg, I know you're a window licker. But we're not saying anything about
the Super Bowl. We said the Pro Bowl.
We're talking about the NFL.
I know that. But what did Pharaoh say the first Super Bowl was?
Bro, it wasn't about the Super Bowl. It was about the Pro Bowl. 1968.
I know that. We ain't talking about the Pro Bowl. We're talking about the Super Bowl.
Moving along. Because Tim Dawg, you just fuck up the whole goddamn show with this trying to. Usually this time, ladies and gentlemen, we like to bring you weird sports. Man, we got sports that if you're not a true athlete, you can get out there and do. But the man on the street couldn't find no weird sports. Man, it's getting harder and harder to find. I couldn't find one. But we do got some greats out there that I want to remind you of that you could get out there and go. We got rock skipping. Oh man, Pharaoh, to be a professional, what do you need?
$10. And I know you can dig in your pockets and get $10.
And you're a professional rock.
Dig in my pocket, no $10.
You can go out there and skip some rocks, and they count how many times the rock skips across the water, and you can become a world
like
champion.
this right here. This is the rock I'm skipping.
There
no, we talking crack rock.
Yeah, you can skip whatever you want to skip. And if you want to be an amateur, it's only cost you $5, but you got to go dig your own rocks. We also brought you greats like the beer mile. Oh my goodness, that's when you drink a beer as you do a mile. Oh my goodness. Then we brought you extreme ironing. If you got an ironing board, you can get on top of your house. Hey, you ain't even got to plug the iron in. Just iron your stuff. Whatever.
Underwater.
Hobby equestrian.
You can iron underwater, you can iron in the tree, you can iron on a hill, you can iron on the mountain, you can iron. Shit, you can iron while you're having sex, I guess. I don't know.
There it is. We also brought
you. You ain't burning my ass.
We also, well, Tim Dawg ain't like you never been burned before. Hey, we also brought you. Hey, you throw it off the alley, you throw it off the backboard, the man on the street will catch you.
There it is.
Joel Embiid ain't gonna miss that.
We also brought you another
because I'm beautiful.
We also brought you another great sport called roof ball. Oh my goodness. All you gotta do is get a ball, throw it on top of your roof. If you got a chimney, you get extra points for the ball to go around the goddamn chimney.
And one sport we all
not 10. You can't throw it on the 10 roof.
You can't throw it on the 10
Grandma
roof.
gonna get mad.
Exactly.
What man on the street can't do? Sperm racing.
That's right. My sperm count is low. That's why I didn't have no more kids. My sperm count is low, but hey, you brought your sperm racing. Hey, my goodness.
Hey,
It's you and your man.
people
You and your hand at the bottom.
There's a time and place for everything, and he ain't got that much either.
And we also brought you great sports for your pets. If you got a pet, we brought you corgi racing. I don't know if y'all remember that one, man. Corgi out there running. We also brought you what? Swirl. Remember the swirl racing? Swirl car racing. We brought you-
Yeah,
was swirl.
equestrian car
One more
racing.
time, the phone booth boxing match.
Oh my goodness, yeah. We done brought you some great one, man. We brought you what? What else we brought the people?
Monkey
man?
ball
Right?
wrestling.
They was fighting in
Monkey
the
ball
coffin.
wrestling.
What was it? Yeah,
Yeah, that monkey ball. They was fighting in the coffin.
In the coffin. Oh yeah.
And then Tim Dog's favorite, they had a sleeping contest.
They had a sleeping
Oh.
contest.
Yo,
We
we need to have a year in review. That's what we need.
We do. We also brought you another great. We brought you pillow fighting. I don't know if y'all remember we brought them pillow fighting championship.
Oh, wait.
I brought you some-
No, your favorite, the knights with the freaking cutout swords.
There it is, ladies and
Bro.
gentlemen. We done brought you so many
Bro,
good
stop
things. But like I say though, we're sports.
Everybody
We're
had the wiggle
sports.
wobbles.
Worm charming.
Yeah, Vern Charming. Yep, we done brought you so many great. Man, I might have to do so. I might have to do some of the greatest hits. Bring them back because we done ran out until we come up with some more. Until they come up with some more. But ladies and gentlemen, the shot. What do you say? The shot 30 feet water course.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah. That's right.
So-
That's right.
So,
The
ladies-
$10
oh,
old race.
Underwater hockey.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. So we done brought y'all a lot of great ones, man. And we might have to bring some more of those back. But hey, the man on street is still searching.
Bruh,
But no weird
got
sports this
ready.
week. But we
Got
will.
ready.
Somebody will come up with something new.
Hey,
I got a couple to say. Oh, you know what?
chasing.
Hold on a second, man. I think I got
But
something.
hold on, Farrell. We catch it next week because I might need it next week. Don't play it now because I ain't got shit for next week.
Oh,
But
I
now,
got-
ladies and gentlemen,
Okay.
it's that time for my main man, Farrell King, trivia question of the week. Farrell King, what you got for us this week, my brother?
All right, now we was talking about coaching hires and coaching firings. Here's y'all's question for the week. Which NFL team has employed the most head coaches since 2000? That's
Cleveland
including
Browns.
Interims.
Yeah, I'm about to say Cleveland Browns.
I got this one right, by the way.
So
Tennessee Titans.
He said so. Tim, you a hater. You a fucking Baltimore hater. That's what the fuck you are.
You just had to put it. I got this right, and the other time you're like, oh,
because I didn't get it right, bitch.
Wait a minute. You said somebody said the Cleveland Browns, right?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
No, you know what? How about the
Since
Raiders?
2000. Since 2000. I'm going to say the Tennessee Titans.
Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm changing my pick to Jacksonville Jaguars.
You know what? Shot might be on something.
Yeah. All right.
I don't think
What's that?
Jacksonville had any interim head coaches, man.
Okay, then hold on.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders. I would say the Raiders.
Go to the Raiders. Oh, you right. I don't think they had no interim coach. Man, fuck, I'm going back with the Browns. I know it ain't right then. Give me the Browns. Go ahead. What's the answer there,
There you go.
Farrell?
Here you go.
The Raiders.
Damn, Joe got it right. Well, one Jenkins got it right. That's a half a point for me.
Motherfucker. What the hell you talking about?
When that question came up, I had said the Browns. We all said the Browns today, but interims. I was like, wait a minute. Antonio Pierce was interim, and I know they had like 30 freaking head coaches. So yeah, that was the next one.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
But I do have I got a consolation prize for y'all.
What's that?
Which NFL team has drafted the most Heisman Trophy winners? Now, overall, I'm going to say since the 1970 merger, I'm going to put it like that.
The New York
that's a
Jets.
good one. Oh, that's a good one.
New York Jets.
I'm gonna say the Raiders because Al Davis loved Heisman Trophy winners.
Yes, he did.
I'm gonna say the
you had
Raiders.
Tim Brown,
I'm gonna say the Raiders.
um,
Marcus Allen, Tim
Marcus
Brown, Marcus
Allen.
Allen,
Yeah, Jim Plunkett.
Jim Plunkett. Yeah, I'm gonna say the Raiders. I know that might not be it, but I'm gonna say the Raiders.
I'm gonna say
Overall,
the Bears.
The Bears? Bears only have no, they don't. The
Yeah.
Bears actually has the most rushing yards of all
Oh,
franchises.
team, yeah, all franchise, yeah, yeah. So what's the answer to that, Farrell?
The Saints 5.
Damn.
Damn.
They did draft the Reggie Bush.
Danny
That's the only one I know.
Worsfold, Reggie Bush, Mark
Yeah.
Ingram.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Damn, I forget the other two.
Oh, that's a good one. But yeah,
Overall, it's Detroit Lions with 10.
damn. No wonder they suck.
That's right.
You can't use the word "suck" with the Detroit Lions anymore. That solely belongs to the Browns.
No, because I remember they drafted Heisman Trophy Andre Ware. I remember they drafted him.
Yeah, they had Ware and
Yeah,
just
I
two
remember
of
that
them
one.
since
I remember that one.
1990.
There it is.
Yeah, so
Hey, ladies and gentlemen,
it's the Lions, but
that's our show for the night.
the Saints.
But before we go, we always like to give you something to think about or something funny. No, Tim Dog, you don't get to do your segment tonight. You do your shit on Friday night, but I need you to give the people something to think about before we go. All right, my brother. And also make sure you shout out your social media so that people can follow you as well.
You know, we all have friends that we just hate. And then when you have a friend, y'all have political differences, you don't tend to hate, but you try to understand. And right now, we need to understand what the hell this president is trying to do. You can't govern by bullying and threatening. Some people say, oh, what about the minerals? And I say, there are ways of doing shit. And sometimes doing shit the wrong way is the dangerous way. And you will find out later on that you can't bully people into doing something they don't want to do. Try to be more compassionate. Right now, this world is so entangled in hate and rage. Just take a breath. Somebody said it famously today that the temperature can come down if everyone agrees to talk instead of yelling. Tim, Instagram, Father's Love, 99. I haven't put anything up in a minute, but I will soon.
Thank you for that, my main man, Tim Dog. My main man, Shotter, down there in Orlando. Down there was nice and warm. Not as damn cold like we are. What you got for the people before we go, my brother? And make sure you shout out your social media so that people can follow you as well.
Well, you see it down there, so the social media right on there. So one little shout out Blue Sky and shout out Yahoo. You want to talk? If you want to talk and drop something to the brother, just do something. But I only have one thing to say to the people there. Make sure you take care of you and your family. And when somebody tell you say that you are a part owner of something, get it in writing, because you don't want to be like Donald Trump talking about you want to claim something that shit just landed on lying ass nigga. All right, then I'll let you go.
There it is. My main man,
We had it. We gave it away.
My main man, Pharaoh King, man. What you got for the people before we go, my brother? Make sure you shout out your social media so that people can follow you as well.
Got you. So I got a little text for y'all here. It takes 7 seconds for food to pass from mouth to stomach. A human hair can hold 7 pounds. The length of your member is 3 times the length of your thumb. The femur is hard as concrete. A woman's heart beats 2 times as fast as a man's. We use 300 muscles just to keep our balance when we stand. A woman has read this entire text, and man is still looking at his thumb.
I got it.
Roll my stomach.
You stupid. You dumb as hell.
Y'all niggas looking at your thumb, weren't you?
You dumb as hell for that, bro. Bro, I don't like you for that, bro.
Y'all niggas still looking at your thumb, weren't you?
Shit. Oh man,
I wasn't looking at it. I picked it up.
Oh
real quick,
man, shout out to social media, man. Oh goodness.
There
Shout out to
y'all
social
go.
media, Pharaoh. Shout out to social
Pharaoh
media, man.
_71 King Ryan Facebook.
Oh, good. That's a good one, man. As for me, ladies and gentlemen,
Hey,
I don't
look.
have anything.
Hey, look,
Huh?
hey, Tim mad because he couldn't open his thumb. Up. So that's him checked out of here, man. God, I'm sorry, Tim.
Oh, it's a personal attack. Oh, well, Joe had another word to say. No other franchise had ever worse two-season record than Detroit. They had 1-31. That is true, Joe.
Right.
I got that in. Ladies and gentlemen, as for me, I don't have anything, but for y'all to be careful. Thank for everybody for tuning in on Instagram. You know me, shout out. We had a couple of people on Instagram looking at us. Mr. John Jones, Mr. Watts, Miss Art Dove. Thank y'all for checking us out on Instagram. Everybody that checked us out on Facebook. But you always can find me, the Man on the Street, at the Man on the Street show on YouTube. Oh man, I ain't dropped a video in a week, but I will be dropping one soon. I guess Tim Dell must have found his thumb.
Hey, I heard your bitch ass.
Tim Dog like this right here.
Wait, yeah, yours is mighty small, there, Shrimpy.
But then, because you can find me at the Man on the Street show on YouTube. I ain't dropped a video all week because I was out of town, but I'm working on something right now. So make sure you stay tuned and check it out. You also catch me at Creative Campus Expression. That's my AI channel. All I do is tell AI what I want to do. It does it, and I put it up. But make sure you check us out this Friday night for Two Cigars in the Blunt. Goes down at 8 o'clock. Well, Tim Dawg saw how the show went, and it's not as easy as you think, doesn't it? Trying to work keyboards. And
hey, but I did the damn thing, though.
This Joker started off with some goddamn Animal Planet shit. I was like, what?
You know what I'm saying?
Hell?
Hey, it's not as easy as people may think. But make sure you check us out this Friday night at 8 o'clock for Two Cigars
I even
in
have
the
my
Blunt.
own sounds.
But you want to make sure you want to stick around for the after show called Ashed Out. That's when everybody gets a chance to talk about what they want to talk about. Usually we go straight, we will make a right turn. I like Tim Dawg famously said, when we make that left, we're going to drive that show right off the goddamn cliff. But make sure you come back and check us out next Wednesday night at 7 o'clock for the Betting Sex Sports Podcast. All we do is talk about sports, and as you can see, we do that very well. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Man on the Street.
Tim Dawg from Be More Careful. Oh, damn, I forgot your ass wasn't here before. I'm sorry.
You know what, Tim? If I live near you, I'd come kick you in your chest.
Oh, kick me the thumb. Hey, Pharaoh, kick me the thumb.
You try to kick me in my chest. Your feet couldn't get that high.
Pharaoh, kick me the thumb.
Hell, Tim Dawg, you in a wheelchair? I can get that.
Pharaoh, kick me the thumb. Kick me this thumb.
Come on, kick me. Kick me.
One more time from the top. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Man on the Street.
Hey, may your picks win, Pharaoh King. Goddamn Tim Dawg, boy.
Man, fuck you. Tim Dawg from Be More Careful.
Shout out also Orlando. Still doing it big down here. Respect.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, we are out.